You're listening to the Boxing Coalition.
And it just broke the guy's heart. The guy had nothing left, and he knew he couldn't last another 4 or 5 rounds.
Ricky Wars just smashed his soul.
What it is, let's get it.
Fuck that, this your chest, nigga. You hear me?
Let's get it.
Go kick this motherfucker.
Get that motherfucker in there.
Let's see if you do this. Little step back, bang, bang, bang. Little step back, bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Try and stop it. Bang, bang. Here I come. Bang. You want to throw sometime? Bang.
Body shot. Boom, 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 boom. Go to the body. Kill that body. You took his nuts, now you gotta take his heart.
Yeah, take his whole soul away.
Yeah, get out of here, Kell. I'll see you later. Fight some incredible. Get out of here.
He was higher than a motherfucker. I'll tell you, he was stoned as fuck.
No, it's only a majority decision if there was an even score. There's no even score here. You're an official, right? You're an official of the state. Well, then you don't understand how to score.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. The crowd here on Fuego.
He's ready to be whooped, man. He's ready to be whooped. He's ready to be whooped.
Stopped it! Wow! That is going to be controversial!
But you really liked to stand toe-to-toe with him in the 12th round, even if you thought you won the fight.
It was done.
Did you like that? I love you.
Hello, and welcome to the Boxing Coalition, a place to discuss anything boxing. We have a rotating panel of hosts that consist of Chemo, Mao Alpha, Cam, Daniel Lim, and MV Chu. If you want to have your say, call in on Skype. Just add Box Coalition and get involved in the show.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Boxing Coalition. My name is Cam. Joining me tonight, Ari, Dave the Sinister, Leon, and Black Ski Mask Joe. I hope you guys are well. Usually I go to someone else and get their opinion on the first fight. We're going to talk about Khan, but I'll get my opinion out the way first and do a bit of damage control. Yeah, I ain't going to lie. I was disappointed with Khan's performance. He looked out of shape. He wasn't toned like he's been in previous fights. You know, when you saw him against Alexander and Collazo, he looked in magnificent shape, but he looked a bit, I wouldn't say flabby, but he wasn't toned. During the fight, I just thought he got hit way too much and too clean as well. Like a lot of Khan's punches on Algieri had a nice tight guard. He was blocking a lot of the punches, but when Khan got hit, he got cleanly hit and with some big shots. I don't think he was hurt major at any time. The first round was the main one. A lot of people said that his legs dipped. They did a bit, but I thought he recovered well. I didn't like the fact that Khan was complaining a lot to the ref. You know, anytime Algieri would do anything half illegal, he would look at the ref. But then the ref was giving him a lot of leeway, especially when he was getting Algieri into headlocks, and Khan also threw a few punches after the ref said break and kind of got away with it. But Algieri didn't complain once. I scored the fight 7-5, 115, 113. I rewatched the fight today and I didn't think Khan did as bad as I initially thought on the early hours of Saturday morning. I didn't rescore it. I don't really like when people rescore fights. I think the first time you watch a fight and score it is your most honest opinion and assessment, so I rarely do that. But a lot of people that I respect have the fight a lot wider, and I can kind of see some points of where, you know, I was giving the Algieri a few rounds because I'm a bit overcritical of Khan when I watch him, because I know like some of you guys are gonna put a target on my back. So sometimes closer rounds I may give to Khan's opponent. But you know, I said it last week. You know, if there's a close round and one guy's being the aggressor, I usually give it to that guy. And I was impressed with Algieri's game plan. Even Khan said it in his post-fight interview. He wasn't expecting Algieri to kind of walk him down. So props to Algieri and, you know, John David Jackson for that game plan, and it definitely worked. That's one style that Khan is not comfortable with, and it definitely worked for Team Algieri. Yeah, that's about it. That's my assessment. Hopefully, Khan and Virgil go back to the drawing board, you know, and possibly, you know, make some changes. Some interview I read today, Khan was talking about he kind of wants to go back to the old Khan and be a bit more free-flowing. I see where he's coming from, but I do prefer the disciplined Khan, because the Khan of old, after he gets hurt, he starts swinging. I don't want to see that. He's a bit more restrained. He didn't do that against Algieri, when Algieri hurt him. Hit him with those big shots. He kind of just grabbed on, recomposed himself, and went back to his game plan. So that's my 2 cents. I'll go to my boy Ari. What did you think of Khan's performance? Yo, how was the damage control?
Go on, Ari.
Damage control. Sorry, Cam.
Go back to Virgil. Come back stronger.
I was surprised, man. I was surprised. I expected a shutout. I don't know what you guys expected, but I expected. Maybe that's props to, of course, that's props to Algieri. He changed up his style. He came forward. Obviously, they looked to the Peterson fight, I guess, because that's the style they went with. They realized Khan, he struggles with pressure a bit, but seeing a feather-fisted guy like Algieri doing that to Khan, it just, I know we're going to talk about Brook later, but come on, man. Brook kills him. I don't want to, guys know I don't really like Khan, but come on. If you don't see that a chocolate brownie would end his career, then I don't know what you're watching. But, back to the fight. Yeah, man, Algieri surprised us, I guess. I don't think anyone really saw Algieri doing that, trying to put the pressure on him. He knew that if he did try and fight off the back foot against Khan, it would just be like the Porty fight or anyone else like that who don't have power and they try and run from Khan or use the back foot against Khan. It doesn't work. So they decided, fuck it, let's go at him. And it nearly worked. I had it 7-5 Khan myself. That's how I had it. But when that right hand landed in the first round, I couldn't believe it, man. Jesus, Khan needs to sort it out. No. And I don't want to hear nothing about Mayweather. But the worst thing is, I think he'll get Mayweather. Mayweather's going to see that it's light work. So it's light work. It's easy payday. So he must probably do it.
Yo.
So I do think Khan will be in September, unfortunately.
But, you guys should know that. Khan fought bad on purpose, man, to get the Floyd fight. Man. Come on. It was all a plan. Come on.
It's not, exactly.
All right, Joe.
If you fought too good.
Joe, what do you think of the fight?
Oh man, it was a decent fight actually, man. I had it 7-5 Khan. I thought Algieri pulled it in pretty close. I was shocked actually with the fucking performance Algieri did, man. I give that guy crucial props. I can't believe that John David Jackson kind of improved some of his game plan, and I can't believe that leading up to the fight, all these fucking interviews that everybody's been getting on YouTube, Algieri was talking about this right hand, that was going to be the key. And it's crazy that he fucking landed that shot and he had Khan buckled for a couple rounds, dude. That's crazy. Because everybody was predicting, the left hook, the left hook bit. Algieri's nah, the right hand. And it's crazy when he would land that, fucking Khan would just move in one certain circular motion, which was pretty funny, but I don't know. I didn't really appreciate the fact that he would every time Algieri came in the inside, no homo, he would clinch. He would go back to those Collazo tactics. He'll clinch and then he'll do some little shifty shit in there, try to hit him in the kidneys and shit like that. Do some dirty shit, put him in the headlock. I didn't appreciate that. I think the ref should have probably gave him a warning because I felt it kind of was a little bit excessive. I think he could have probably gave him took a point from Khan, but it is what it is. I mean, Khan got the victory. Does this grant him the Mayweather fight? Nah, not really. Not in my opinion. But what I do see him getting is probably a Thurman fight. But I think that's too risky for him. That chin will for sure shatter. He should just take the Kell Brook fight, man, and get some money off that shit. Plus, he hasn't been in the UK for a while, right?
Yeah, Diaz was his last fight in the UK. Funnily enough, in Sheffield.
I think right now, with the rise of Kell Brook, I think Khan probably might be fucking losing fans in the UK. You think so?
Yeah, I would probably agree with that.
I think
Yeah,
Khan's
man.
already lost all of his fans, man.
Yeah, so if I was Khan, I would go over there, beat Kell Brook, reclaim the crown, and just be the man,
All right, Joe, thank you for that. Dave, my boy, you've not been on for a while, man. I hope you're good. What did you think of the fight?
I was actually really, really impressed. Not with Khan, though. Khan was a big disappointment, but I think it was pretty apparent that he didn't take this fight seriously. I mean, that first punch landed by Chris Algieri really shook Khan, opened his eyes. So, he wasn't expecting any of that. Although Algieri did kind of impress me, he was getting real grimy. He was pushing up on Khan a lot. He was just a little too predictable, man. The same counters every time, the same movements, everything. And that's ultimately what prevented him from getting the win. But, I mean, his stock went up in my book. And I don't know if you guys caught it, but I heard some talks about Floyd already tweeting out how impressed he was with Khan's performance. So it probably will be Khan in September.
Cool. Leon. Salty Leon. Shall I hang up on you now, or...?
No, it's all right. I scored it to Khan, 7-5. But you should never get walked down by an avocado like that, man. He looked like food in there. Honestly, if he fights, there's not enough light, feather-fisted punches left in that division. Like, he's running out of options, so he better hope he gets that Mayweather fight. Because, if he doesn't get it now, he's not going to get it, because he's going to get knocked out in the next 2-3 fights if he doesn't get Mayweather now. He looks sloppy as hell, man.
No, yeah, I agree, but
I'm just, he's a British fighter, so I want him to do well, but you should not, even sweet nothings was saying to him, wasn't he? Like, why are you letting this guy walk you down? Like, he slapped him in the face. Virgil, he was not happy with him, was he?
No, you're taking that. Like, that wasn't like a slap.
No,
that was like wake up kind of slap.
When have you ever heard him shout? I've never heard him raise his voice.
No, I agree. Like, Virgil was definitely not happy with him, but it shows that Virgil wants the best for him, because a lot of trainers usually, they don't even bother if their guy's losing. They're like, fuck it, I got my payday, I don't care about this guy. But you can tell Virgil just wants the best for him. I just hope he doesn't kind of fall out with Virgil, because some of the things I was reading today, he was like, I need to go back to my old self, blah, blah, blah. I just hope he doesn't think, fuck it, I'll leave, find someone else.
I think he thought he'd fucked it. Like, he'd put in a performance that might not get him the Mayweather fight. So I think he was obviously a bit frustrated in there. But it seems like he's going to get it. I mean, from what you guys are saying, the little bits I've been reading in places, he'll probably get that fight. But Floyd will be licking his lips, because he will hit him every time he throws a right hand.
Definitely. All right. My laptop, for some reason, I use 2 computers. My laptop's gone really slow for some reason, so I can't check what Mixler's saying and stuff. But obviously Dan's not made the show yet. Kev's not made it. You guys want to cover anything on Khan, or should we move on a bit?
Well, I just want to say that John, that trainer, what's his name, with the mad ponytail?
John David
Jackson.
Yeah. He's a good, isn't he?
Yeah, man.
He's turned him Algeria into an offensive fighter. Who thought that would have happened?
Nah, I don't know, man. I like John David Jackson, but I think people are kind of giving like too much props, because I think what happened is after the Pacquiao performance, a lot of people shit on Algieri. It's the way boxing is, though. When he fought Emmanuel Taylor, we thought he was okay. When he fought Pavlovnikov, we thought he was excellent. When he fought Pacquiao, we thought he was shit. Now that he's fought Khan and put a good performance on, we thought he's better. I think it's just like the peaks and troughs of boxers these days, and the way fans look at people, the boxers.
Nah, but I never
really thought he was good.
Yeah, I never really rated him. I didn't even think he beat Pavlovnikov.
Oh, did you not? After that, I was impressed with him after that Pavlovnikov performance.
Wow.
Hell yeah, he took a beating.
I wasn't happy when he got the Pacquiao fight. I thought that was pointless, and it got proved to be pointless.
On him.
No, I wasn't happy with that. But even then, like 6 knockdowns, they weren't all knockdowns. Some of them were slips and stuff like that.
It was like 4 knockdowns.
Yeah. But Khan should have done a lot better, I think. Definitely should have done a lot better.
I mean, he was. Let's be honest. Algieri was bouncing around the ring in those last 3 or 4 rounds, man.
You know what it is though with Khan? I say it quite a lot, but he doesn't go to the body, so the guys have a lot of energy towards the end of the fight, and he ends up like kind of gassing a bit in the last 2 rounds. So his opponent normally comes on stronger, and it happens in so many of Khan's fights. But when you see him, like I saw on Saturday, he'll throw like a faint jab and then throw a nice 45 to the body, or he'll just like left, right, left hook to the body, and it's a beautiful shot, man, and it works well. I just don't understand why he doesn't throw it more.
You know what, man? You know who I'm kind of interested in seeing? Fucking Chris Algieri fight next, man. I know it's already a little too early, and he already came off a loss, but I'm kind of interested in seeing him fight the winner of Bradley versus fucking what is this kid's name? I just forgot his name.
Vargas.
Yeah, Vargas. Yeah, man, the winner out of that one, I think that would be a pretty good fight.
I think there's a lot of good fights for Algieri out there.
Yeah, and the other thing is, he's only going to get. I think if this had been a fight, 2 or 3 fights into his new, new trainer, Khan could have been in even more trouble. Because I can see him getting better. Well, let's see. But
do you think that this grants a rematch later on, or what?
I got scored too wide on the cards, didn't it?
I don't really want to see a rematch, man.
But it's good that Algieri's changed up his style. I mean, I'd like to see him fight another guy.
I actually thought Eddie Hearn made a comment I think it was after the Brook fight or before the Brook fight, that Brook would have stopped Algieri in 3 or 4 or something like that. So I'd actually like to see Brook versus Algieri. I think that'd be a decent fight.
Like I said to you over the weekend, Brook would turn that avocado into guacamole, man. He would beat the shit out of him.
I'd disagree. I'd disagree.
Fucking guacamole with a little bit of salt.
He would, loads of salt.
No, man, I think Algieri's movement, if it's a decent side ring, I think he'll kind of frustrate Brook, and Algieri's obviously he's not got big power, but I think that if he lands 3 of those right hands, then especially with the Brook breaks his nose.
What?
What?
What right hands? What? You think that shit's gonna rock Brook?
No, I'm not saying it's gonna rock him, but
no.
if you look at the Carson Jones fight, like when Brook broke his nose and all that blood was going down into his mouth, man, it did fuck his game plan up. So if that could happen again in the fight, I think Brook would struggle,
Yeah, but you're dreaming.
I'm not dreaming, man. Anyone can break their nose. Anyone can break their nose.
Not dreaming.
No, man.
He'll fucking give him a.
No, I don't want to. Huh? I don't want to see Brook Algieri. That doesn't look good. No. Fighting leftovers,
Fucking Brook will fucking break his diet and give him that fucking chocolate brownie.
Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing too much of Khan, because I'm not going to say he's ducking Brook or nothing, because
neither am I.
See, if he's looking for the Mayweather fight, okay, but this is what I'm going to say. If he doesn't get it in September, no one can not say we shouldn't see Brook Khan. That's what I'll say is, if he doesn't get the Mayweather fight in September, he can't duck anymore. He has to take the fight. It's a big payday. He would, like I said before, he would most probably make more versus Brook than he will versus Mayweather anyway. He would be guaranteed to make at least $5 million versus Brook before pay-per-view cuts. I guess.
Yeah, man. From what Eddie Hearn is talking to is like, I guess the ball's in his court now, man. He even said that he'll be willing to have comp promotions promote the fucking thing. So hey, the ball's in his court now.
Khan Promotions is not really a promotion company, man. Yeah. They always just on the side.
Just guessing.
So we can say, Dave?
Lim? Hey, what's going on, Dave? Hey, does Khan Promotions do they promote Kid Galbum?
No.
Hey, come on, Lim.
Because I heard Kid Galbum got popped for the Peds.
Hey, Lim, we spoke about this like 2 weeks ago, mate.
No, but doesn't that kind of bear some clout over Kell Brooks one then? Because aren't they training buddies? Don't they have the same strength and conditioning coach?
I'm not sure on that, but I think they both train with the uni lads.
Well, then, there you go. I think Kell Brook might be on something, because we all know that he had a lot of problems with that weight. He was fighting guys at like 150, 151. Now he seems to be making welterweight pretty easily. So
don't cast aspersions like that. You don't know what you're talking about, man.
I don't know. I never said for certain that he is, but you got to think
Said
that
enough,
he
man.
probably is.
Lim, what makes you say that though, Lim?
Hold on, Liam. Though you don't think that draws some kind of curiosity?
I'm not
like I shouldn't question it at all. The fact that they both fight at the same gym and they're potentially both trained by the same strength and conditioning coach, that doesn't make you raise an eyebrow?
Do you not?
But they don't have the same brother though, because isn't the didn't the brother was the one that like kind of slipped the thing in his drink?
Come on, man.
We don't know. Do you know they've got the same strength and conditioning coach?
I don't know for sure. That's why I asked. I asked initially.
I don't know.
I do know that they train under the same gym. Let's ask people in the chat if they have the same strength and conditioning coach, because I've read that they do. Now, say for example, if Manny or Floyd, if one of their main training guys, say they didn't even have the same strength and conditioning coach, if one of them got popped for PEDs, we'd be talking that shit for days and days on end, and you know that.
Is Beltran still at the wild card?
Yeah.
No, he is, but he trains at a different wild card, not the one in Hollywood.
I heard he just got popped.
Well then, well, he trains at a different gym, but regardless, that would make me raise my eyebrow.
I will say for Brook that going into the Porter fight, they were really demanding the drug testing. Everyone remembers it was.
I don't know.
It was kind of ducking the questions and the testing and stuff. So I don't know. Go and you say that about the strength condition, but I said it before the show we're talking, and he wasn't taking a strength condition seriously before the Carson Jones first fight, and that's when he got a proper strength and condition and started training with Sheffield Hallam University, the university of it, the sports university that he trains with, like Olympic athletes actually train there. So that's when he started, and that's when he actually got in better shape. So I'd say that's the reason for why he's not struggling so much.
Well, I could easily just say it's the PEDs on top of it. They're happening simultaneously.
You haven't said the reason you bring up PEDs. Is it a certain tweet?
No, it's just because the kid began Gallibum, the fact that he got caught. It makes me raise an eyebrow.
Don't listen to
if they're trained by the same strength and conditioning coach, then...
No, to be honest, though, Dan's got a good point, man. Like, if they're from the same gym, they've got the same team...
Calm down, you.
No, Dan's got the fair point, though.
Hold on, Leon. What my point is, look, if they're both trained by the same guy, for example, we know, Memo Heredia, right? Anyone who's trained by him, we're all very skeptical about what they do, are we not?
Yeah, but they've got a history of it. This is one guy at a gym that's been open for a long, long time with a lot of history. And I don't think any other fight...
What does history have to do with it?
Just let me finish. No fight has ever been caught at that gym, as far as I know.
2 weeks ago, someone did.
One the first time, but the history...
Exactly, and it's very recent.
No, but it wasn't recent. He actually got popped in September. It's nearly a whole year ago. It was just that he come out now. Because Brooks had he had 2 fights since then. So I don't know.
All right, we'll leave this top. But Dan, what was your opinion on the Khan fight?
I don't even know why I brought up that drug issue. I was just so bored and I got caught off track. But regarding the fight, I think Chris Algieri is not a very good fighter. I don't know what you guys think about that. But if you're, I feel like Chris Algieri is he's in no man's zone. Or no, he's just in no style that really suits him. So if you're not good enough to outbox Khan and you're not good enough to obviously beat him on the front foot, and if you're going to be campaigning at 147, then what is your future at that weight division? I mean, he's not a natural aggressive fighter. So that kind of style that he utilized against Khan isn't going to work against the top fighters at that weight division. It might work against Khan and Paulie Malignaggi and fighters like that, but I mean, Chris Algieri is never going to be a top 10 fighter at any weight division, in my opinion. I don't think he's a good fighter, and that goes to show also, I think, how limited Amir Khan is. I don't know. Amir Khan looked really shitty on Saturday night, in my opinion. I thought he looked fucking bad.
I want to argue, but I can't.
I think Floyd might knock Khan out if they fight each other, man.
Nah, he's not going to knock him out.
With all those straight right hands, hey, if I think Floyd punches a lot harder than Algieri does.
A lot harder.
And I think if Floyd keeps catching Khan, which isn't very hard to do by any means, and I think it's even easier to catch Khan if you're a counter puncher. So,
and I'll say one thing. Sorry, if I cut you off, Dan, but you, Cam, you say you wouldn't knock him out, but people forget that he was hurting Cotto, and if you're hurting someone like Cotto, I'm sorry, you're gonna knock out a glass chin Khan, and I'll be putting money on it. If the fight happens, I can't wait to make money on them odds. I can't, because I think you'll knock him out. Too many right hands.
11th round knockout, something like that.
Something like the 8th or 9th, yeah.
Yeah.
No, for me, I get frustrated when people say they had the glass chin and all that, because I've had a couple of fights without a head guard with small gloves, and if you get punched in the face, it hurts, man. Like, a lot of people, like, I don't want to sound like Paul Smith and say if you're not being in the ring, you can't talk and all that, because that's not what I'm trying to say. But I think Khan takes a punch a lot better than he used to. Even against Algieri, when I rewatched it today, I thought on Friday night that the shot that's hurt him more. When I rewatched it today, it obviously stunned him, but I think he recovered well.
But I think his problem is he doesn't know what to do once he's been hit.
Yeah,
like he panics a bit. He doesn't know how to sort, and then he just starts throwing.
And the other thing with Khan, Barry Jones, because I was watching the Box Nation feed, Barry Jones made a good point, because Khan always has his chin in the air. Normally he might kind of counter with the right hand or the left hand, and then pull straight back with his chin in the air. And if he gets caught at that point, the shot the other person did looks more impressive, because obviously he's snapping his head back. And I think that Barry Jones made a good point, because I think that is some of the case. Sometimes the shot looks more impressive than it actually is.
Or maybe Amir Khan just put a little bit of crazy glue on that chin. Who knows?
But the problem is that Khan hasn't fought a single heavy puncher at 147 yet. That's what people keep forgetting. People always mention, I think Khan's chin has shown signs of improvements at welterweight. I mean, it's very easy to say that when he hasn't fought anyone with, punching power anywhere near the level of Keith Thurman, let alone Kell Brook. So
no, I would agree with that. I think Collazo is probably the biggest puncher, and even him, he's not a massive puncher. He's probably, but he took shots at Collazo, and
come on, man, he fucking hugged Collazo the whole fucking fight.
And Collazo's shot anyway, man. So.
Oh, that's why Keith Thurman's fighting him then, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. It is exactly why he's fighting to get another notch on the win.
We actually need to talk about that, but we'll do that later. I want to talk about Frampton. Frampton signing with Heyman as well. We'll talk about that later. Today's show is probably going to be like 4 hours. But anyone else got anything regarding Khan?
Move on.
Okay. Does anyone want to talk about the Fortuna Vasquez fight, or should we just move on to the?
Wait, can I put it on Khan just a bit on the? Because maybe you didn't listen to the PBC feed. I had the PBC feed, and I just want to quickly laugh at a couple of things I was saying, like about the Queen stuff. But the Americans didn't really understand that. Like most people, everyone that gets a MBE, that's what Khan's got. Everyone who gets an MBE, they meet the Queen. And they were saying about, he's such a big celebrity over there that he's met the Queen and stuff like that. But, Anthony Joshua's met the Queen, Luke Campbell, all of them, James DeGale, they all met the Queen when they won the MBE. So it's not, other than that, when they said that, I was laughing. That's what I'll say. But,
but
they're a bit biased for Algieri. They're a bit biased for Khan on the comms, but.
But I thought he had James Cameron. I thought he had James Cameron on speed dial, though.
Yeah, man. Well, we want to get to Cam. Brook.
I just wanted to know if anyone wanted to talk about the Fortuna Vasquez fight, or should we just move on?
Horrible fight.
Fucking saltwater bums.
I didn't think it was horrible. I kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was okay, man. I thought it was a decent kind of undercard fight before the Khan fight. Kind of got me in the mood for the Khan fight.
Put me to sleep and I missed the fucking first round of the Khan fight.
Yeah, but you're a lightweight, Leo, man. You're a lightweight, bro.
Maybe.
I woke up at like 7 and stayed all the way up till fucking watching the Khan. I was fucked the next day, though, because I had to drive to Nottingham to watch Nas. I'm going to give my Nas review in a while as well. It's going to be a hip-hop review as well. Boxing and hip-hop. Actually, having said that, I want to shout out to Caffeine and Hip Hop on Instagram, man. That's a good dude. He listens to the show. Shout out to Caffeine and Hip Hop. Alright, let's move on to pay-per-view. Saturday. I actually paid for it because, like I said, I was in Nottingham, so I did want to take the risk of.
I'll pay for it as well, Cam.
Props to you and me. The reason I did though, if I was at home, I'll be honest, I would have streamed it, but because I can't rely without Simbros now, I can't rely on YouTube streams because you get the fights on YouTube, but they're like a screen record of someone's PC, and it's a and it's a stream.
Can I just touch something real quick, man?
Yeah, you can touch something.
No homo, man. Come on, man.
Touch yourself.
Before we jump on this thing, man, I want to say a big fuck you to Eddie Hearn for not putting this fucking fight on the US. You could have done this on AWE, or you could have done this on Showtime, you fucking cunt. And that's all I gotta say.
You need to shit on Sky as well, because they could have sold it to someone.
Yeah, you
Fuck
too,
Sky
Sky.
as well. Yeah.
No, it's true. Like I was talking to Joe the other day, and it's a good point. Like some of Eddie Hearn's shitty cards, mismatches, they'll fucking put on AWE, but you find it delivers a decent card.
But what about what's HBO and all the other channels doing? They've got people, American guys or people based in America are fighting over there. Why didn't they put their hand in their pocket and try and get it done as well?
I guess they have a set budget, and it doesn't really expand to getting like.
And I guess is what fight do they want? You know, it's not like they're gonna plug a Hearn card for like 3-4 hours. You know.
The thing is, though, you would have thought that Hearn would have just sold maybe the Brook fight, or maybe
that wouldn't be good enough. When you've got something like Linares,
I was going to say, the Brook fight with Linares, because obviously
that should have been headliner, mate.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, AWE also had cards before in the past that were like fucking 3 hours long. So I don't see what's the fucking difference, man.
Yeah, price. It's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, he must probably was asking for too much, I guess.
Of course.
Man,
that's
well,
fuck it. Hearn had his best card.
I'd rather make money than no money. So why the fuck wouldn't he not just fucking put it here on the US? You know?
Yeah. He missed out because that's, in my opinion, that's Hearn's best ever card.
Hearn should have even let it go cheap. Hearn should let it go cheap.
Card, man.
Like best ever of all time.
His card, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
think so far this year.
Well, yeah,
3 title fights done.
Yeah, but come on, leading up to the actual card, I mean, no one was really ranking any of those fights as noteworthy, except probably Gradovich Selby fight.
He's just a Selby fanboy. That's
Mitchell,
all it is.
Linares, come on, man.
Hey, Dan, come on, man. What's wrong with you, man? Linares,
what are you talking about? Did you see people going up in arms about fucking Mitchell versus Linares? Look, I just conceded that Selby versus Gradovich was going to be a good fight, but Mitchell versus Linares.
Did you see the fight, Dan?
No, Dan, you serious?
I'm not talking about the fight itself. I'm talking about the lead up to the fight. Were you guys really that hyped about it?
What were you even watching?
You listened to us last.
Actually, I kind of was, yeah.
I was up about it, man.
You were up in arms about it.
You sound lost.
I mean, I wasn't up in arms, but yeah, I was looking forward to that fight.
Look, I'm not talking about the actual fight itself. I'm talking about how excited you were for the card.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was really looking forward to that fight. I mean, I had better or more expectations for Selby and Grotto, but
right.
I mean, I was.
Look, the main card we all knew was going to be a one-sided whitewash, so I mean that has to take away from it as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, Dan, for me, like when the card first initially got announced, I was like, oh, it's just a bit of a shitty
exactly.
Card. But when it kind of got closer, I was regretting not going a bit. Like I was talking to Ari, and we were like, we should have met up and went to this fight.
Man. Yeah.
It kind of
Sorry, I think you guys are misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it wasn't a good card, but you guys are hailing it as like this incredible, the best ever. Look, I don't know what.
Dan, do you know what that is though? You know what? I know what that is though.
In terms of Hearn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me go.
I don't know the context because I don't know what his cards are usually like.
Yeah, that's the point.
Well, Dan, you're on the podcast nearly every week. You hear us shitting on Hearn's cards he's been giving us.
Yeah, like value cleverly.
I don't know.
Try and remember that card.
Dan, come on, Dan, man.
I mean, even then, my man, like the fights itself turned out great. Obviously, like Linares versus Mitchell was the best fight of the year so far, in my opinion. But like leading up to it, I wasn't that interested in it until it actually happened.
Yeah, but you hate British cards, so what's the point? You're null and void, mate. You're null and void.
You've got two very offensive fighters like that with limited defense. We knew it was going to be a great fight.
It's bound to be a great fight.
All right, I concede.
Hiding glass. Come on, man.
I mean, you
Alright.
could talk all the shit you want about Brook and Gavin, though, because in my
Yeah,
opinion,
that was a horrible fight, man.
Everyone, no one wanted that shit.
But it's
Who
the
the fuck's-
main event, though. That's the thing.
It shouldn't have been.
But Dan, come on, I said it last week again. The only reason I was main event is because Hearn's trying to make Brook a pay-per-view star over here. Froch is out of the door. He's hoping Brook would be his next one. That's the reason he had him headlining. That card didn't even really need Brook.
Yeah, it didn't need Brook.
Huh.
Anyway, let's get to the fights rather than the politics. Because all promoters are scum anyway.
Yep. Where should we start? Should we start at the shitters fight first and get that out of the way?
Which one's that then? What are we going to talk about?
I think that's a bit obvious, isn't it?
Really going to shit on your boy from...
I know what the chocolate brownie's all about now. I know what the chocolate brownie's all about now.
That dude sounds like a fucking sheep.
Oh, Sam, I actually forgot to tell you to get the sound bite, and you actually got it. Respect.
I had to get it, man. That was classic.
What was his facial reaction like after that comment? Was it just instant? Was it just instant regret?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't like how Gavin was going on after the fight. He seemed like he was just happy to be there. He was just happy.
Yeah.
He seemed like that during the fight, though. Like
exactly, I was gonna say.
He was just happy he had to get the check
That's how
later on.
That's how we fought, Ari.
Well,
I know. I
going first then.
See the fight, man. It's just that's how he's been like. He's been I don't want to shit on too much, but when you come with so much amateur pedigree, where if you made weight at the Olympics, you would have most probably won the gold. In terms of pro career, it's been bad. It's not been good, has it?
Ari, he's British level. He's proven to be a British level fighter. It's an epic fail, man. His career has been an epic fail.
Jesus, don't shit on the guy too much, man.
That says Euro level.
Yeah, Euro, yeah. It was a horrible fight,
Christ.
Man. Like within the first 30 seconds, you knew he was done. Within the first 30 seconds, he looked scared in there. It was a horrible fight.
For fuck's sake, man. Fucking at least he was trying to do something, man. I felt like he tried to do a little bit.
He tried to do nothing, man. He
tried to do something.
Fuck all, man.
Yeah, man. Kell just blitzed him, dude. But I found it funny that Kell was like just toying with him, man. Like he could have got him out of there earlier. Come on, he could have put like a fucking stamp of approval, But he wanted to just play with him, man, and that was some
third
bullshit.
or fourth round, right? He could have had him out of there in the third or the fourth.
Hell yeah.
I think he could have knocked him out within the first 20 seconds.
You might be right, actually.
I wish it did. I think that's pretty much sums up the fight, Cam.
Yeah, let's
just move on.
Hey, you know what, man? Much respect to Kell Brook, man. This time around, they asked him about Amir Khan. I'm happy he didn't mention it and whatnot. He was just like, you know what, fuck it. If he doesn't want to fight, he doesn't want to fight. There's other better fights, and I like that.
Let's talk about Rios then, because he's fighting Rios next, right?
No, it's not confirmed.
I mean, it's most likely.
No, it's basically confirmed. Before the fight, Hearn was saying that they had it down. Whoever wins will definitely fight Rios. He was saying that.
Yeah,
I
think it's somewhat confirmed because I think Brandon Rios was gonna be on the undercard of Bradley Vargas, and I think Brandon Rios kind of like tweeted something out that he wasn't gonna be on the card, that there was something bigger coming up pretty soon. So I think he probably might be a Kell Brook opponent.
Rios Marquez.
Nah, fuck no.
Can you imagine Rios versus Frankie Gavin? if I was Brandon Rios, I would have sprained my ankle on purpose like 3 weeks before the fight. But yeah, Kell Brook is gonna fucking watch Brandon Rios, man. That's a match made in heaven stylistically for Kell Brook. That is such an easy fight for Kell Brook.
Oh yeah, somebody coming forward at you, and
he's good. Yeah. Oh my! I think he might knock Brandon Rios out. I think he might be the first one too.
He's got the power.
Fuck out.
Yeah,
but I wonder if they would do this in the UK though. Would they do this in the UK or here?
Yeah, they have to.
UK.
No, they have to do it here.
It has to be, man.
It'll be in the UK.
That
definitely.
Would sell like 3,000 in America. Where here it'd probably sell 20,000.
The problem is, I'm just worried, right? Because like Watt said it already. I mean, if Watt's making sense, we're all in trouble, aren't we? He was saying, fighting Gavin hasn't done much for Brook, and he was even saying through the fight, you should be looking to get him out of here. This is doing nothing for his reputation. What does Brandon Rios really do for Brook? He's
Nothing.
a 135. No, exactly.
It does nothing for him.
American exposure.
It was
Hell
always
yeah.
a lose fight, and Hearn should have never made it.
You see, even then, Dave, like American exposure. I mean, technically speaking, that should be the case, but like no one really gives a shit about Brandon Rios anymore.
If he wants exposure, he might as well fight. Who's that one who did Dancing with Stars and Mayweather knocked out?
Victor Ortiz.
Oh, Victor Ortiz?
Yeah, he might as well fight him. He's got a bigger name, hasn't he?
But
He hasn't fought since he got knocked
I
out.
know.
Right.
But I'm just saying, they're both. It doesn't. All I'm saying is it does nothing for him.
I know I'm going to come off as a hater, but I feel like whenever a British guy wins a title, they just keep that shit hostage in the UK.
No, it's true. I agree with you.
And to me, like, that's a troubling sign because as UK fighters are winning more and more titles, I feel like that's going to be the dominant trend.
Well, come over here and get him then.
So you call fighting Rios keeping the fight belt hostage?
Yes, I do.
Man, I mean, you could say the same shit without Heyman fighters, man. They keep the fucking belt hostage too. Look at Leo Santa Cruz, bum ass, man.
Does he have a title?
Yes, he does.
The WBO.
The WBC. It's a second one, right? The secondary one?
No, it's a WBC belt.
He's got the 122 WBC, but I think he's going to drop it and stay at 126, especially with Frampton signing with Heyman.
No,
it's fine.
I mean, you guys have a point.
Like
you guys
keep it.
You guys definitely have a point. I mean, but again, one wrong doesn't make another wrong right. But that's just, I guess, boxing in general. But I still feel like, call me completely subjective, but at least sometimes you have these, PBC guys fighting, good opponents like Broner versus Porter. But I don't know, man. It just seems like DeGale. Who else has titles that are UK fighters?
Sorry, Cam, not Cam.
DeGale hasn't even fought yet.
Dan.
Yep.
What better fight should Brook make in August? Thurman's not possible. He's fighting Collazo. Give me another name.
That's a good point.
No
what else is there?
It's the best fight possible, in my opinion.
Not best. Rios
Give me another name, and I'll tell you if they've got a fight already signed.
Marquez, maybe.
He's retired.
No, Marquez.
He's retired. Something's wrong with him. Give me another name.
Maidana, he's fat, isn't he?
Maidana.
Oh, Maidana, hell no, man. Maidana needs like a 2-year fucking weight loss challenge, man.
That's fair. No, I mean, as of right now, I don't know who's free, but I mean, wasn't there someone else he could have probably fought instead of Gavin?
Adley's fighting Vargas. Thurman's fighting Collazo. Khan don't want it. I'd rather Rios than Chavez. Rios beat Chavez?
Wasn't Collazo was signed after though, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think the Thurman fight could have happened.
Like 2 weeks ago.
All right, guys, I'm going to play a soundbite so everyone be quiet for a minute.
Keith Thurman said he'd openly fight you at some point this year. Is that a fight that excites you?
Very exciting. Very, very exciting fight. I definitely put Keith Thurman as the most dangerous welterweight out there for me. Definitely. It's a hard fight, but it's a winnable fight. I've seen things in him what I'd exploit. I'd be very excited about that fight, but I think that fight, his name's starting to grow now, and it's one of them fights where them tough fights where it can't just be made next. I think that we have to both fight some good opposition. And it's building to a massive fight with me and Keith Thurman because it's a very dangerous fight for both of us.
Yo, that sounds like duck talk to me. I know I can't talk because Khan's ducking, but everyone's ducking everyone. It's just the way boxing is at the moment.
It is, I know.
Everybody thinks they could build up that fucking fight where it's gonna be like Mayweather Pacquiao. All these fucking boxers need to fucking level their fucking heads and just fucking get the fights done.
Cam just come out the door trying to throw glass at people.
Yo, to be honest, Ari, you told me about that interview last week.
I'm the one who told you about that video.
Yeah, exactly. You if you wouldn't have told me, I wouldn't have known about it. But why is Kugan doing interviews in coffee shops, man? Like, what was the background music?
Yeah, they were in a coffee shop. Yeah, it was an interview in a coffee shop.
That was terrible sound.
They were in a Starbucks, I think.
Fucking paper cups instead of glass, right?
All right, should we move on, or should we still shit on Kell Brook for a bit?
We're not shitting on him.
I'll shit on him. I'll shit on him.
He done what he had to do. When you're in there with food, you get him out of there. I was saying from round 2. You know what I mean? Get him out of there. I don't want to see the shit.
No, I agree, but that shit was boring, man. Like,
But that's not his fault. That's because Gavin's come in there in survival mode from round one.
Yeah, but then
What do you mean it's not his
came in
fault?
with an awkward style too. Come on,
Dave, is it his fault that Gavin don't want to fight?
they chose Gavin though, so it's his fault to choose him as an
Cut the
opponent.
fucking ring off. Make something happen, man. It's two people fighting in there, not just fucking Gavin.
But that's Gavin's style, man. He's a defensive fighter. That's what he does.
So why fight him then? Fight
So
someone that's going to make you look good.
It's Brook's job to know that before going into the fight and handle that.
But so Dave, he didn't adjust it and knock him out inside 6.
I agree with Dave, man. You know, he should have just cut that shit the fuck off and just knocked him the fuck down.
Brook could have had him out of there in 2-3 rounds at most. I'm telling you, man.
Easy.
No, I think you guys are being a little bit harsh on Kell Brook right now.
He got the job done.
Look,
That's what you want, isn't it?
Whenever you say the fact about two people fighting, obviously they both have roles in how the outcome of the fight happens. But even though he could have obviously cut the ring off better, I don't think it's really fair to say that, you know, it was completely his fault that he didn't do so in 2 to 3 rounds. You know, that's just Kell Brook's style. You're not going to turn into... Not everyone can be like Chris Algieri and just turn into Superman overnight. It doesn't happen.
I don't know. I just think it was the wrong opponent because even in this post-fight interview, he was saying he wasn't hyped up for the fight even before he just was about to make his ring entrance. I think if you've not got adrenaline
that's
flowing...
Crazy. That's kind of crazy that you brought that up. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah?
He did look in sick shape, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For someone who might not have been motivated by the opponent, he came fucking in sick shape.
No, it's true. His conditioning was excellent. But what's happening, Kev?
He came in better shape than your boy.
Yo, Kev, man, we're off my boy now. You missed that segment. You can't go back to that now.
All right, yeah. Man. You give out the ratings I told you?
No, not yet, but we'll get to that in a bit. Just give us your thoughts on did you see the Brook Gavin fight?
Hell no. That shit was too weak for me, that card. I watched the highlights.
Okay. Fair enough.
I want to watch the Selby fight. I heard the Selby fight was a pretty good fight. Or Selsby's fight. I heard it was pretty good. So.
Shelsby. Lee Shelsby.
Like, Kev, man, it's on YouTube. Are you in the Mixer chat? I'll link it to you.
Yeah, I'll find it. Or just shoot it over. I'll definitely find it.
All right, Kev, while we're just talking to you, just give us your 2 cents on the Khan fight.
I just think, man, it was a much funner fight than I expected in some regard because Algieri actually was like a moving forward type of fighter, and I don't know, man. Ever since Khan, I used to, as much as people used to shit on Khan, I used to like him because he'd be in fun fights, and it seems like now he depends on the opponent in order for it to be a fun fight, Like he was on his back foot, not really sitting on any punches, and it's kind of boring, man. And I don't know. I wasn't impressed at all by Khan, and I think people overreacting with being impressed by Algieri as opposed to like underwhelmed by Khan.
Yo, you think the majority of the people were pro Algieri or pro Khan in that building?
I wasn't there. I heard it was a pretty shit crowd. I heard there was like even less people than like 1,000 less people than Ruslan versus Algieri. And they were giving away, like I know my gym, they gave away like 25 free tickets the morning of the fight.
Jesus Christ.
So I know they were giving away free tickets. Usually when you have a crowd like that, it's not really like an invested crowd. But on the TV, it sounded like there was a lot of Khan fans there, though. I got to say that. So
it's those 12 full effect. It's those 12 fans that always fly over from the UK, man.
Oh yeah, and the 12 loud fans, they probably stationed right near the camera,
exactly.
So they can get loud.
Yeah, one's always got like a Pakistan cricket team shirt on.
But did you not see that though? Did you not see that though, Cam? Like he didn't sit down and try to really get dude out of there.
No, I did see that. I agree with you. I wasn't impressed with his.
He does a lot of those shoe shine punches too, like the right down the middle 1-2-1-2 combination. Like
I think he's afraid of setting his feet and being a standing target to get hit. I think he just wants to always be on the move, so he'll deflect the punches or not take the full impact, which is almost a bit like Selby. I think he kind of shoots while he's kind of moving.
Yeah, he doesn't have his feet under him all the way, right? He's just throwing.
So what you mean to tell me is that he had the go get your fucking shine box type of style?
You motherfucker!
Go home and get your fucking shine box.
I love that scene. That's one of my favorite movies, man. I love that movie.
Yeah, great movie, great flick. I don't know if he's Yeah, man, he's crazy calling out Floyd again. It's like, dude, you didn't even dominate Algieri. Algieri's just coming off of getting dropped six times, four legit, unarguable, hard knockdowns, and
Yeah,
you
it just
couldn't
shows
hurt
you.
this guy. You couldn't even back this guy up. Like,
It just shows you the difference in class levels between even Manny and Khan, man.
exactly, Dan. It's like, everybody said, well, he'll give Pacquiao troubles. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm sure when Pacquiao sparred him, he realized if he just took it to another level, he can get him out of there.
I agree with you.
We saw what Floyd did with Pacquiao, and I'm tired of hearing about all this speed that Khan has that's going to give people trouble because, outside of the Collazo fight, since he's been with Virgil Hunter, his speed hasn't given anybody any trouble,
I agree about
Khan, debate.
Sorry, going down.
No, I was just going to say, Cam, debate.
I just have to play devil's advocate and say, Algieri with Algieri Pacquiao, that was a catch weight. I think did Algieri miss the weight initially and came back?
About like 0.3 of a pound. He said the scale was off. He made it again with no problem.
So maybe just 147 is a bit more comfortable for Algieri.
Yeah, no, I think so for sure. Like I told you, he's had massive weight cuts. I've heard of him being 16 pounds over 2 days out. You know what I mean? So looking like a dead man. So 140 was bad for him. 147, but still, like he was walking Khan down. Like that's not good when Chris Algieri is walking you down. I mean, he only had a couple weeks with John David Jackson, or a couple months. It's not like he could have changed that much overnight. You know what I mean?
Oh, again, I agree, but this is what I said to Leon as well. I just think that Khan and Virgil got caught out with the game plan. They just wasn't expecting. I think all the sparring he did, he was just expecting to fight a guy that's going to be, spinning off his front foot, going backwards, and he just got caught out. But I'm
Virgil
not trying.
showed me every reason why I hate him in the corner too. Every time he said something, and like, I don't know, he seems like such a dick. Like he's like shitting on the other trainer the whole time when he's in the corner. It's like, dude, tell Khan what to do instead of shitting on John David Jackson. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know, he's just a fucking weirdo. And like, I gotta say though, Spike, I mean, I think the announcers were fucking awful, but I like Spike, like camera work and stuff. I felt like it was close. Like, I don't know, I enjoyed watching the fight except for the announcers and shit.
Yeah,
the announcers?
I actually like these announcers on this PBC than with Sugar Ray Leonard, man. I think Tarver actually was pretty good, dude.
I like Spike's broadcast the best so far, even though not many people are watching him. But
So who usually is it? Just the caller guy and then Tarver? Is there a third person or is it just them two?
no, it's three guys. The one guy was, I forget what the fuck his name was. I don't know. They're not that good though. But how did everybody score it? Did everybody score it for Khan?
I scored it for
7-5,
Algieri.
Khan.
And you scored it for Algieri, Dan?
Yeah.
Was there Khan hate involved in that?
Yeah, 3 of the rounds Algieri won just because Khan was there, and then and then I forgot how much I hated Algieri too. So I was like, oh shit, I need to be a little bit less biased. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't really score the fight. I thought the fight was very close, but a lot of times when Algieri was moving forward and doing the Pacquiao like bang his gloves type of thing.
Oh,
like,
I hated that shit, man. I got so pissed when he did that.
Yeah, he wasn't really scoring. And then the 8th round, in the beginning, like I guess the first minute of the 8th round, he hit Khan with a really good shot. But everybody's like, yo, he almost dropped Khan. I'm like, I don't know. He wasn't hurt, bro. Like, he shuffled out and was throwing punches 3 seconds later. Like, I don't know, man. Like, that was the high spot of the fight, and nothing really happened. So it was like, it was better than expected fight, but it still wasn't a fun fight, in my opinion.
And the thing too is, it was a decent fight because the guy who we thought was good underperformed Fastly, and that's never a good fight that I like. I like a good fight just because 2 guys are naturally very good, rather than one guy sucking.
It just so happens where the guys are meant for each other. Even if there's like a talent discrepancy, like just something happens where it seems like, oh, the one guy's able to elevate against that other guy. You know what I mean? Like this was just a classic of like, when you're watching like an NFL game where a team should be winning, like you see it sometimes when the Patriots aren't pissed and they don't run up the score 35-3, when they let the other team hang around and they end up winning 21-10, but it was like a boring thing. You know what I mean?
Right. This is your classic Patriots versus Bills game. And on
exactly. Or Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys probably don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But
and with my
regardless.
This is like fucking like cannabis getting exposed in a freestyle, right?
to continue the analogy, whenever you're forced to fight on your back foot against Algieri, that's like a Rottweiler fighting a Yorkie, a teacup Yorkie at that. So I didn't really enjoy that aspect of it, just because I felt like Khan was going to stop him towards the end of the fight. But
who was the big winner of the weekend? Who was the guy that's coming out the most impressive? Anthony Joshua?
Frankie Gavin.
Probably Selby.
Selby. Lisa, the swagger man, the razzle dazzle, Lee Selby.
Yeah,
Hey, Dan, what do you think of Selby now then? You've been hating for like 2 years.
I don't watch it.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't watch it.
Where were we?
Yo, like a year ago, I was all like, Dan don't watch no fights, and now we watch the same fights and then none else.
Yeah, my bad, man.
Back to the UK card then.
Yeah, let's make our way back to the UK pay-per-view. Should we do Selby or should we do Mitchell Linares?
Let's go ahead and do Selby.
No, get Mitchell out of the way.
All right, Leon. Right. I backed my flag. I went for Mitchell.
I know.
He put up a good performance. His eye blew up very badly, man.
His face was fucked by the end of that fight.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I can't watch that. I couldn't score it properly because I just wasn't too emotionally involved. But when he dropped him, I was like, fuck all of you, you fucking doubters. And then his face got turned to like mincemeat by the end of it. But Linares is a slick motherfucker, man. That left to the body, and he boxed great. And my boy got whooped by a good fighter. So I don't mind losing to a good fighter.
That's the only thing for me, man. I missed like the first 4 rounds of the fight. Man, but fucking Linares, dude, fucking blew the shit out of his fucking eye. I think that eye looked as worse, or even as worse, or as equal to Angulo's fucking eye versus Lara.
But was that a head clash though? I'm sure it was a head clash.
I don't remember.
He took there's 2 head. It was difficult to see the cuts and where they were because it just looked like one big cut across the face by the end of it.
I think it was an accidental headbutt. I think I remember hearing the ref say something about it, right?
Yeah, but he took a lot of big shots. People said he had glass, but he took some massive shots and stayed on his feet for a long time. But yeah, shame. But it's over now.
He'll be back, man. I feel like Kevin Mitchell did enough to to kind of impress me with the rounds I've seen. So I like to see him again come back.
Yeah, but what has he got left?
Yeah, that took a lot out of him, man. Took a lot out of him.
Right, Dave.
I like Linares, man. I picked Linares because he's just class. Offensively wise, I can watch him all day. I think he was a bit weight drained, man. I think he was a bit weight drained. He struggled at the weight, it seemed, and he started a bit slow. Slow as well, But the stuff he was doing in there, I liked it. Even in the early rounds, I knew what he was trying to do. He was trying to time the right. He was being patient. He was giving away a couple of rounds, but he was being patient in there. Then he started turning up in the middle rounds, and
hell yeah,
gets them hands going. There's not much you can really do.
Hey, but it was kind of funny at the weigh-in, right? He missed the weight and came back like 10 minutes later. I think the guy fucking dropped the deuce or some shit, right?
He must have. He came the second time very light. Yeah, man, he lost like 2 pounds in like an hour.
Less than an hour, bro. I just went to go fucking just drop a deuce.
1.3 pounds in 10 minutes.
Shit.
Oh shit! 10 minutes.
Oh shit! Literally.
10 minutes.
Yeah, he took a shit.
But yo, Dave, what did you think of the Mitchell Linares fight?
What's that?
Did you catch the Mitchell Linares fight?
Yeah, I caught it, but to be honest, I was going for Mitchell. I just kind of favored his power. I figured he was going to be able to get in there and stop Linares. But, feeling Linares' power, you could see it in Mitchell, man. He became very hesitant. He didn't really want to engage quite as much as I've seen him in the past. And I was giving him the benefit of the doubt because I'd always kind of disliked Mitchell. So, fuck this shit. I don't want to talk about this shit. Fuck
yeah, exactly. Let's move on.
No. I really wanted to shit on Hearn for something he said in an interview afterwards.
Oh, I forgot about that. But I ain't even really broke down the fight yet. But I don't know. What do you want me to do first?
Break down the fight and
Shit
then
on her.
give your
Shit
view
on
on
Yeah,
Hearn.
no, I'll break down the fight because that was fight of the night, and it was that was epic, man. It was great. I like Mitchell. I've always liked Mitchell, but I couldn't pick him because I knew what he was up against. He did as good as he could, I think, against Linares. He took the first few rounds, but I think he got left hand happy because it seems like Mitchell's left handed. I guess even though he's an orthodox
Yeah,
fighter,
he
but
is.
he's
He
left
is.
handed.
He is, yeah.
He started not like some people even thought he broke his right hand. That's how little he started using in the later rounds. He started getting addicted to his hook that sometimes has been a problem for him, and Linares realized that, I think, and that's when he started making adjustments, started attacking more. Obviously, the headbutt or whatever happened to his eye that caused effect. But I think the ref did the good thing because come on, man, you can't continue with your eye, your whole right side of your face,
Yeah, he
your
had to
left side of
stop
your
it.
face crazy. You broke down in the corner like that. But yeah, I was saying on Hearn, I seen the interview with Hearn. He was saying how 10 seconds later they would have stopped in the corner. It would have been a kind of like the Selby where it would have been technical decision. And he was saying that Mitchell would have won. But first of all, that wouldn't be right, in my opinion, for Mitchell to win a belt like that when you're on your way to getting beat up. Linares is basically really going to stop you in the next round if he doesn't finish you in them last 10 seconds. And you can't take a belt like that. But Hearn was wrong, actually. Hearn was actually wrong because if you go by the scorecards, it would have been a 10-8 round. I think Ian John Lewis, who's a joke, had Mitchell up 6 rounds. That's a joke. That's corrupt, man.
He's
fucking hell.
I am
6
the ref.
rounds. And then one had it as a draw, and the other guy had Mitchell up 2. So if you had the 10-8 round at the end, it would have actually been a split draw to Linares, or majority draw to Linares. So Hearn was wrong. Hearn thought that Mitchell only had to survive 10 more seconds and he would have won. Kind of like a Meldrick Taylor Chavez fight. But it would have been a draw. So Hearn was wrong.
It would have been wrong because by that time you knew Linares was the better fighter. I'm happy to admit that. He was the better guy. So if he'd won it, it would have been disappointing because he would have got the belt and then everyone would just be shitting on him. It would just be worthless. So you're better off going out on his shield like he did, man.
Yeah, and it wouldn't look good on us, us Brits.
No, exactly.
Look good. Because
then I'd have had to celebrate and everyone would be calling me a wanker.
Exactly.
No, I didn't do that anyway.
I know, but they'd have had justified reason this time round.
But, man, I do hope that Mitchell can come back, but I don't think he can. Even before the fight, he was saying this is basically his last chance at world title.
You know where he might end up fighting? He'll be what's his name? Guy from Hull's coming out party.
What, Fed the Campbell?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Campbell's ready for him. But at least, yeah.
No, not yet. But they might have him hold on a little. A year, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I thought Burns was going to get Fed the Campbell soon, but
he still might. I know he's gone up, hasn't he?
Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, man, that's what I got in the fight.
All right, let's move on to the Welsh Mayweather. Who wants to start?
Ari, over to you. You can go first.
No, I just spoke, man. Let's let someone
else. Yeah.
I'll go.
Dave's got some interesting views.
Fuck Lee Selby. Nah, man. Actually, I will give Selby a little bit of credit. He did stay out ahead the entire fight. I will give him that. I'm really more pissed about British refs and fucking doctors and all you fucks out there.
British stoppage.
That doctor didn't even look. He didn't even look at the fucking cuts. You gotta, seriously, I could see it from here. I don't even know how many 1,000 miles away that those cuts weren't that bad. It could have kept going. And we're talking about Gradovich here, man. His best work is always going to come in those later rounds when the other guy is fucking tired. So, I mean, in a way, they just kind of fucking made it real easy for Selby. They just handed it over to him. And it kind of takes away from Selby because prior to the fight going down, I even said it to you guys in the chat, this fight was going to be the test for me. I would have fucking got on the train on the hype train had he proved himself, and I can't accept that. So I got to see one defense, a decent defense. And it isn't going to be the next one because he's a fucking Hearn guy.
Yeah, he's going to have 5 easy touches now.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a little annoying.
The ref, I'll watch it again today. I watched fucking. The doctor was looking at it properly. He touched it. He opened it. He was touching it to see if it was opening.
Were you looking at his face when he touched it? Because he was looking and talking to the ref when he was touching.
No. He was looking at it and going, "It's crossed." He's going, "It was crossed," and then that's always the big worry, isn't it? Those cuts that go across each other like that, because they can split open really badly. But I still think it was a bit dodgy. But I think he was looking. It was dodgy though.
The referee was looking the other way, man.
Yeah, that's right.
At Hearn waving that check like money right quick.
He didn't even finish walking up the steps, and he was shaking his head. No, you can't continue. You can't continue.
Well, you couldn't. Who's doing that?
Yo, Dan, you reading a book or something? But Dave, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but like Gradovich was getting fucked up in there. Like for me, I think he only had one round at the time. And I know he's the champ, and I know he's out of skew. But did the doc and the ref not just save him for another day instead of like causing more damage where he might even have to end his career?
No, of course they did, man. Grado was getting his fucking ass whooped. But still, he's got to ride out on his shield. You don't steal that away from him.
Yeah, I agree.
Totally agree.
Like, Grado wasn't... Look, as soon as Selby hurt him with that one shot, it was slowly going downhill. And eventually, Grado may have actually been stopped. But we'll never fucking know that, will we?
Nah. You got to give credit to fucking Gradovich, too, man. That guy, he got hit, man. And that guy's fucking legs were buckled, man. But he managed to fucking just man it up and just stay in there and try to fight, go into the pocket, even though, Selby was a little bit too slick. But I don't like the fact that some of you guys are over here saying that he was too slick, he was rolling with the punches, this, and that. Nah, fucking Gradovich was touching him up, man. I don't give a fuck what you guys say.
Joe, I can't give Gradovich any credit for getting beat the fuck up and not having...
No, he was getting beat up.
No, but the thing
you guys
is,
are all like hyping Selby up like he wasn't getting touched at all. Like, I mean, he was getting touched, but
no, he got outlanded in one round. That was it. One round.
Yeah, but he was. Grado was landing hooks left and right like it was nothing, though.
No, I think
whether he was outlanding him or not, Selby was getting touched up, man. Everybody loves to talk about how Grado has no power, right? Imagine if Grado had a little bit of power.
No, I think Selby was riding a lot of punches. I don't really think he took loads. He didn't take loads clean. And Gradovich, man, I was disappointed with him. I know that's his style anyway, and he hasn't really got any other style, but he didn't really make any adjustments. He just had to keep doing the same shit. You know what I mean? It's like, well, try something else that obviously your normal style's not working, but obviously it's not really ingrained in him. It was nice to see Robert Garcia over in the UK, though, because I'm a big fan of his, and it's nice to see that big American trainers coming over to the UK, because we rarely see that.
Yo, Cam, so I just watched the first half of the fight.
Okay, and what were your thoughts?
Gradovich is getting fucked up, man.
By the Welsh Mayweather.
Yeah. And I did pick Gradovich, but I did so very, very reluctantly just because I dislike Lee Selby a lot. But I'm not trying to say face hero. I never thought Gradovich was a good fighter, like in the past.
No, you've always shit on him, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that because I always did. And if you want to talk about a guy that can't make adjustments, it's Gradovich. Like he has one of the worst boxing IQs just because his style is so limited. And Dave, you're right. Gradovich doesn't have any power. You could just tell by the way he punches. You know, his technique is everything is just he fights like an amateur, and it's apparently obvious when you fight a guy like Lee Selby, which is a style that you probably rarely ever see in the amateurs. Yeah, but one thing I will give credit to Selby for was I always thought he was feather-fisted. But he's obviously not. He has power. So, yeah, I think he's a good fighter. But, again, if you want to put him up there against Walters and Lomachenko, then I think that's 9-9. Maybe not Lomachenko. He might go all 12 with Lomachenko. But against Walters, man, that would be a brutal fight, in my opinion, for
yeah. Selby. I also agree on that, Dan.
What do you guys think about Donaire versus Selby?
I don't think Donaire would go back up to 126.
Even if the money was right?
Possibly. The thing is, Selby's just got the height and that range. I think it'll kind of be similar to, the Walters fight without the knockout. I think he'll just kind of keep him at arm's length and multiple combinations. Even though I'm a big Donaire fan, I think Donaire should just stay at 122 and then see what happens there. But I do think Eddie Hearns is gonna wrap Selby in cotton for a year and just feed him a few bombs and have a few defenses.
I don't think you can wrap him up too long. I think Velez might be the next mandatory. That's a decent fight.
I think Velez is fighting on Thursday. He's fighting on a Fox card on Thursday, I think.
Really? I think he'll get the next... because he's quite high up in the rankings.
And I think he drew against Gradovich as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he drew against Gradovich.
Hey, Hamada Bum brought up a good potential fight. Selby versus Gary Russell.
Yo, that'd be a good fight, man. That's a really good fight.
That's good. That's a good ass fight. And if not that, well, never mind. I'll keep my
Selby Lomachenko would be amazing, but that's not going to happen, man.
It might. No, maybe not now, but I think we could see that next year if Selby wants to go to America.
Yeah.
Hearns got a good relationship with Aaron. But yeah. But Leon, have you broke down the fight? I can't remember. Do you want to talk? Or?
I gave Selby every round. He schooled him. And everyone said he was getting hit that much. I didn't see it. I've watched it twice now. And he didn't look like he was ever in trouble. And I didn't see that many punches landing on Selby. He schooled him. And I think there's more power there. I think there's more power to come from him.
Yeah. If he sits down more.
If he sits down a bit more, he could put people out.
How old is Selby?
Yeah,
how old is Selby?
He's youngish, I think. He's like 26, is he?
Yeah, I think he's 26.
He kind of looks like Frankie Gomez.
He's 28.
They both look homeless.
The skinny version, right?
Yeah, like the cracked out version. Whenever I see Selby, I just want to give him some food, some proper nutrition.
He might have to move up soon anyway,
Yeah.
Because he has problems getting down to that weight.
Yeah,
exactly.
and I think when he does move up, he'll have more power. Because I think he does drain. Like I seen a video of him before the fight. Froch was talking to him, and even Froch was saying, "Man, you don't look good. You look very drawn."
And he could
There's barely. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, Leon, 130 is probably one of the weakest divisions in boxing. So
130 shit, man.
It's a fucking desert.
He could get all those belts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, no matter who you fight at 130, you're keeping the belt hostage because there's no one good. So it's always going to be a cherry pick fight.
I'm looking at the top 10 now. That is horrible.
Yeah.
It's an appalling division. Is that the worst division?
It's wretched. It's either that or middleweight.
No, but they don't even have a Golovkin, do they? They've got no one doing anything in that.
Yeah, but they'll have Selby.
No, you're shitting a bit too much on it, man. Don't shit on that Japanese guy.
He's good. Yeah. You're right. Sorry.
Actually, that's a Japanese division. That's why,
Uchiyama. Yeah, usually Uchiyama's good.
But if Fortuna is number 3 now, was he's the guy who fought on the Amir undercard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was sloppy as fuck, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's sloppy, man.
Oh, then Selby could fucking easily whoop that guy's ass.
Yeah, exactly. But he
take that saltwater bums on fucking belt.
He does have pop though. Yeah. Fortuna's power.
Yeah, that's true.
Fortuna's punches are so wide, man.
They are. They're disgustingly wide.
They're like clotheslines. They're not even like punches.
You should fight in WWE.
He should, man.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Did you give your thoughts about Selby? Or?
No, I was just about to,
Go on.
Oh, it's class, man. I loved it.
It was sheer class.
I've been riding with Selby since I first time saw him on Sky. I actually remember the first time I saw him on Sky. I was streaming Sky because people in my house watching. I've got Sky, but I had to stream in my own house because I think my younger siblings were watching X Factor or some bullshit. And I remember seeing him versus Lindsay, and the way he just beat up Lindsay, I was like, yo, who's this guy? You know what I mean? And then from there, Hearn signed him up. You're good when you beat up a Hearn fighter and Hearn goes and snaps you up quick. And then from there, I've always been impressed with him, and he done what he had to do. We've been fans of him over here, and we were telling guys, he's going to beat up Gradovich. Some people didn't want to believe it. He pitched a shot. He bits a shutout. All right, yes, the ref or the doctor, when he first stopped it, I didn't like it because I think that kind of rained a bit on Selby's performance, where I think he was on his way of getting him out of there. Gradovich, I don't know how he stayed up in round 6. His legs, Jesus Christ. We talk about Khan buckling, but Gradovich had a nice little dance. His left leg looked like it was having a world of its own for a second there. So
he looks like when people mime walking downstairs behind a sofa. He looked like that, didn't he? Like...
Well, yeah, that's the only thing about Selby is he hasn't got. I think he's got a bit of power there, but obviously he's got a big puncher. He's not a big puncher, but again, like I said, I think when he does move up, because I think he will move up soon, I think he'll show more power. He definitely weight drains himself to make that weight. So yeah, I can't wait to see him. Obviously, they're going to feed Warrington to him eventually, and that'll be an easy fight. He's looking forward to that because that'll be an easy payday in front of Leeds, all them drunks in Leeds. He'll shit on their night when he does that, when he gives them that lesson.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I want to see him fight Russell soon, man. I'm not gonna lie. I like Waters. I think Waters would beat him.
I would like a Walters fight before a Russell.
Waters would beat him. Lomachenko, that's a different kind of fight. That'll be a boxing match, and obviously,
I think that'll be probably a close fight.
Lomachenko, everyone knows what he's about. Double Olympic champion. So it will be tough. But I think he could beat Russell, man.
Yeah, I think he could beat Russell.
You think he could beat Russell?
Russell's got.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're even arms. What? Who was it who called them drumsticks the other day?
It was me.
Selby's got long arms. He could maybe keep him on the outside. You never know. I think
Russell's probably hiding some glass.
Honestly, man, I know you can't really compare it, but it is going to be similar to Loma, and you know what I mean. It's going to be just like Loma and fucking Russell.
No, I think Russell's probably hiding glass, man.
Loma, Russell.
Yeah, I'd love.
I mean, sorry, Russell.
It's going to be similar to that. He's just going to be outclassed, and it's going to be Russell trying to fucking play catch up and do that stupid barking bullshit to make it seem like his punches are more impactful than they really are, and all that fucking nonsense, man. It's just going to be a one-sided fucking victory.
Nah, I think Selby, if he fights Russell, man, I think he'll probably might clip him and have him dancing too. Because I think Russell's hiding glass, man.
Yo, I still can't believe Russell beat Johnny Gonzalez. I still think that was a dream, I need to check BoxRec to see if that actually happened.
Shit. Should we move on to Anthony Joshua?
Yep. Why not? Who wants to start? Joe, you want to start?
Jesus Christ, man. That guy. Does he work construction, man? Because I think he just bulldozed that guy. Fucking crucial. Just blitzed that dude. Fucking A, dude. That was crazy. I didn't think that Anthony Joshua was gonna fucking demolish the guy that bad. I have officially bought fucking business class seats to the fucking hype train because I'm on that shit now.
I just think everyone was talking about Johnson being never been stopped, and I think he just wanted to prove a point as well.
Yeah, I find it funny that Buffer kind of mentioned that the heavyweight that's never been stopped before, and then fucking Joshua just bulldozed that guy.
Eddie Hearn wrote that script for him.
What do you think it should have been stopped at the end of the first round? Because fucking Ian John Lewis was helping him to his corner.
They were dragging him back to the corner like a dead body.
Cleverly Kovalev round 3.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck. They were tossing water at that guy like they were just blessing him with holy water and shit. Like, wake the fuck up.
Ian John Lewis is weird, man. Like, he'll jump in and stop a fight when a guy gets punched once. And then when a guy's getting demolished, he fucking lets him, almost die.
Yeah, man. I think that was kind of the referee's fault, man. He should have just stopped that shit right then and there. Like, dude.
Yeah, that should have been stopped.
Right before the bell rang, the fucking his corner guy just jumped inside the ring. That should have already kind of got him disqualified or something.
Yeah, Ian John Lewis at the end of the round. It looked like he just waved it off, and then he kind of picked Johnson up and helped him to sit on his stool. And it's like, well, just end it now. Johnson's fucked, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
No, I'm happy he didn't, because I didn't want to see a British stoppage. It wouldn't have been a British stoppage. The guy damn near out of the ring, but I'm happy. I'm happy to let it go. You know, come on, Johnson was talking a lot of shit before the fight.
God damn.
What the dogs? Is that Leon? Is that you?
No, not mine. Not mine this time.
I think it's Dan's, man. He's back in LA. But yeah, man. I don't. I'm happy the ref didn't stop it because I was saying before the fight. I hope it doesn't end by British stoppage, and no one can say it ended by British stoppage. Johnson was done, man. You know, and that's a good win, man. Like everyone's seen Johnson, Fury, Klitschko. You can name all the names. A lot of top 10 heavyweights have fought him, and no one's done that to him. So that.
Yeah, man. Now you know Hearn's gonna blow this shit up in Sky Sports, man.
I was going to say, Joe, there's no room on that hype train for you, man. It's full of casuals.
Yeah, Joe,
the casuals are taking that up, man.
Hey, that's why I got business class, man. I don't fucking ride with the locals.
Oh, you're paying extra for it?
Hell yeah.
Yo, guys, I got a question, man. Who's next for Joshua, man?
They're going to give him some Polish plumber in the next fight.
Polish plumber.
They are, man. They are.
You know what, man? Call me. I don't know what the fuck you want to call me on this one, man. But I'd like to actually see him versus Derek Chisora, man.
Well, they're saying they're saying he might be out in July, and that'll just be, like I said, like some Eastern European dude. And then they're saying there's going to be a big fight in September, and I reckon that'll be Dillian White or David Price. But David Price is back on Sky now, so it'll most likely be him.
I'd like to see him versus Chisora, man. I would say David Hay, but the dude got some delicate pinky toes, so you know that dude's pinky toes hiding glass. But then I wouldn't mind seeing him with Jennings. That would be a good ass fight.
Yeah,
we've got to see him.
No, that's too early. It's too early.
Yeah.
Come on.
We need to see him get clocked, though. We still need to see someone throw a punch back properly.
We still haven't really seen him. Exactly. We still haven't seen him take a punch.
No. So it could all come shattering down, couldn't it? We don't know yet.
It probably will happen, innit? One day. It's just a matter of when. It'll probably be a fight that we don't expect it as well.
Yeah, but he's a beast. Let's be fair. He's a beast, man.
Hey guys, it sounds crazy, but do you think Joshua is almost as good as Deontay Wilder at this point?
I see.
You would have to say yes, just for opposition. Yeah, for opposition that they fought.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I rate them at similar levels.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because how many fights does Wilder have?
33 fights.
Yeah.
And 32 knockouts.
His next fight is appalling.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's impressive. You got to say, if we take away all the hype train, all the Sky shit, all the Eddie Hearn shit, everyone saying he'd be the next world champion, it was still an impressive win against a guy that's never been stopped before, and he blasted him out there in 2 rounds. So, job done.
You know what's crazy about it, man? Now that I think Vitaly vacated that fucking belt, man, and retired, fuck. There's a lot of momentum going on in the heavyweight division right now. We have Povetkin that just beat Mike Perez, and then now he's probably going to get a shot at fucking Deontay Wilder, which probably will answer some questions because I felt like Stavern didn't answer anything for me, man. Other than Wilder could go 12 rounds and go to distance, but I still didn't see anything. I thought he was going to get tested like that, get that chin kind of cracked, but we'll see, man. And now with Anthony Joshua getting this fucking victory and just bulldozing that guy, fuck, man. The heavyweight division is bringing back some momentum. I'm kind of excited for this shit.
Definitely. Dave, have you given your thoughts?
Nah. He's eating bums right now, bro. He's eating bums. I don't really care until he starts stepping up a little bit. I don't want to see Chisora. I don't give a shit about Chisora, bro, especially after his last outing with Fury. Maybe Perez, man. Maybe Char. Maybe, I don't know, just somebody above Chisora, dude. That guy's fucking shit right now.
The Char's no better than Chisora. I mean, the problem is there's still a lot of cannon fodder in that top 15. You know, it's not super deep, is it?
No, it is kind of thin.
But next year he'll be in good fights, I think.
Put him in there with Briggs.
Let's go, champ.
The Black Steven Seagal. Nah.
All right. I was about to ask Kev, but he just dropped off. What other fights have we not discussed?
We haven't done Ryder.
Oh, man. Ryder let me down, man. These guys don't know when...
everyone in the league.
These guys don't know when to take a knee, man.
I know, man. He was horrible once he got hurt, wasn't he?
Fuck me, man. Like, he was winning the fight as well. I won't say comfortably, man, but he was doing good, especially on the inside. His work on the inside was quite decent. But kind of, when he got cut, he kind of, like, really affected him, I think. But then...
see, I think this goes to prove that Hearn keeps his guys too well protected, right? And Blackwell has been doing hard sparring with people. He's had better opposition. He's fought better fighters than Ryder. And he might have lost a few, but his experience of tough fights definitely showed in that fight.
Exactly.
Like, he could ride it out. And he started... He after the fourth or fifth round, he was the only one who was going to win it. Yeah. Once he started countering him, and he must have hit him with about 7... Because I said on the night, I thought the stoppage was dodgy, but he must have hit him with 7 or 8 clean shots. I mean, the ref could have stopped it before he stopped it. Like Paul Smith said it, he could have jumped in 5-10 seconds before.
You know what it is? I was saying to Cam as well, I sent him a voice note yesterday, and I was saying, I think it was a good stoppage, man. You know, obviously guys are saying because it's Foster. You know, everyone knows about Foster, he's got a bad rep. But in my opinion, Ryder, I don't think Ryder knew where he was. Like, if you look at Ryder's face after the ref stopped it, Ryder's not made a movement or nothing. Ryder's not complaining. Ryder looks zombie.
Out on his feet.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's out on his feet, in my opinion. I don't think he knows where he is. And when he did get up against the ropes, he didn't put his hands up once. Obviously, he was moving a bit, but if there's no, why are you not putting your hands up? If you've been rocked, you know, you just taken 2 massive hooks.
He should have taken a knee, man.
You're not reacting. So I think he was just completely dazed and gone. So I'm not going to show him that stoppage. But I don't know, man. Ryder is weird. I think he started a bit too fast because he was looking.
Yeah, he was sucking air in it, wasn't he, after the 4th round?
Yeah, I think he started too fast, and Hearn's saying it might have been a bad weight cut. You know, obviously they want to say some excuses, but I don't know, man. Blackwell's good.
Blackwell hurt him to the body as well in that round before.
Yeah.
And you can see his eyes lit up, like, all right, this guy's weakening.
And Blackwell has been known to take the later rounds. Like, even Saunders, he started giving Saunders problems in the later rounds. He nearly beat Saunders. You know,
he's a hard-working guy, man.
No,
exactly. So
I agree with what you said earlier, Leon. Like, there's no harm in taking losses, and he's learnt so much from those fights he's had. Where if you get wrapped in cotton, you don't learn shit. And I'm not saying Ryder's been wrapped in cotton, but since the Saunders fight, I know he's had a lot of opposition pulling out, so they've got last-minute replacements. But Blackwell's shown that losses isn't the main thing. It's about learning and experiencing yourself against good opposition, and then that's how you go forward. Because I don't think anyone played. But I've not really checked, but not that many people picked Blackwell in the prediction league. I think we were just all going off the name of Ryder, but Blackwell really impressed me, man.
The thing, Ryder looked like a fighter who had never been hurt before.
Yeah.
And he was like, what the fuck's going on now?
Yep.
Where if that had happened to Blackwell, he's like, right, I've been through this. I know what's coming next. So fair play to him. And it's great for, it's good for I know not interesting to everyone, but it's great for British boxing to see a guy like that who goes and does all the hard fights and fights in all the small halls on these shitty cards to get his shine like that. It was great.
Yeah, like a little story of mine. Before I had my first fight, our coach invited us all to the gym the day before, and we went over a few little things. And he said, "Look, if you get hurt or if you get dropped, don't get up straight away. Get on your knee, recompose yourself, look at the corner, look at me. If you're okay, nod." And then get up, and just before the 8 count, and that's it. And like, I just don't understand why other gyms, like you said, Leon Ryder looks like he's never been hurt, but...
Well, it's interesting you say that, because if we do talk about that Hibbert fight versus, what's his name, who was that guy who fought the first fight of the card?
Ryan,
he did exactly that. He got hurt to the body, and he went to stand up, and he went
back down.
He looked at the ref like, oh shit, he's only 3 seconds in, and he just stayed down for another 5.
Yep.
And then what did he do? He went and walked him down and smashed him up.
That was a great fucking fight, man.
What a fight that was.
Shit, I actually watched that today.
Yeah, great fight.
Great turnaround by Hibbert, man. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Not Hibbert,
by Ryan. Yeah.
But I know it's only British level and stuff, but that was a great fight. Paulie Malignaggi was loving that. Did you see that, Cam? He was so excited when they went back to him.
Yeah. I actually wanted to talk about Paulie, though. I was a bit disappointed that they didn't use him more for commentary. I think they used him for the Ryder fight and for the Gavin fight. I think they should have also used him for the Linares fight. You know, that's my
I think you're right, man.
And take away Halling and Watt?
No, just add to him, yeah. Just have 3 of them. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
And I've also got to say this and get this out, just so everyone can hear this coming from me. I thought Frotch was good as well. For the first time as a pundit. He was really good as a pundit.
Did I just hear something?
Yeah, you heard that. You heard that coming up. I said that.
Does that hurt you saying that, or are you okay with it?
No, because he's gone, so it doesn't matter.
Speaking of fucking Frotch, man, your boy DeGale's calling him a pussy, man. You don't want none of that work.
Again, you can't call Frotch a pussy. He might have dropped that belt and ducked him a bit, but he's no pussy.
Hey, for the rounds that I watched, the Selby Gradovich fight, I think the Watt commentary was the worst commentary I've ever heard in my life.
Welcome to the party.
That guy is fucking awful, man.
Yeah, we have to struggle with that every couple of weeks, Dan.
It was terrible, dude. He's like the prime example of why just because you've boxed doesn't mean you know anything about the sport. You know, it's just really disappointing. But are there any other fights on the card, or?
There was that other one, your boy Gallagher, Jim Cam. That fight was horrible.
Scotty Cardo fight, yeah, it wasn't a great fight, was it?
Not worth talking about.
No, but there was one more though, man. The best fight of the night, Cleverly, man. That was an amazing fight.
Oh, how long was that? Was it 23 seconds?
Yo, that body shot was lethal.
Oh man, Hearn had to get at least one of his.
Yo, I didn't know he was on the card until I seen it when I was watching it, and the next day I was like, shit, man, Cleverly was on this card. What the fuck?
I checked the box record of the guy. That guy's a super middleweight, man. Like, come on.
Shit.
They didn't even know he was fighting. They just dragged that geezer out of the back. He was like cleaning toilets. So like, get in the ring.
You're running 5.
Yeah. What? Put the mop down.
It said, let him hit you and just go to the ground. Don't get up. But yeah.
He said he was saying he's getting offers from the States. So he's going to get fed to Stevenson then. That's what everyone's saying.
Mostly Stevenson, isn't it?
I don't know. I keep hearing Bremer. Like, is the Bremer fight still on? Or?
I thought it was signed.
Yeah, I thought it was done. I thought it was for September. I thought that was going to be on the Joshua show in the O2 in September.
I don't know. Then maybe it broke.
No, I don't think Bremer will leave Germany.
Nah, you have to pay him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I thought he was going over to Germany to fight Bremer.
How is Stevenson versus Cleverly even passable?
It's not.
Cleverly. Stevenson versus who?
Cleverly.
Oh, he's back at light heavy, but it's not. It shouldn't be possible.
I mean, Kovalev beat the living shit out of him, right? And now 4 fights removed or whatever it is, and after having gone up and losing to the great Bellew and then having to come back down, like, how are you going to sell that fight, man?
You can't, but at the same time, PBC is looking for a way to sell Jacobs Macklin. That's basically kind of like the same fight.
That's worse, I think.
Is it? You think Macklin is worse than Cleverly?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? It's worse because Macklin's completely shot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he just got knocked out. I can't wait to show that fight if it happens. Actually, can't wait.
I can't wait to shit on Miguel Cotto, man.
We'll get to that later.
I swear, this guy is a fucking pussy, and I can't stand just the way he's acting lately.
Yeah, I have to agree, man.
Have you guys seen his workout interviews? Talking about, I have nothing left to prove. Miguel Cotto, no need to prove anything anymore. I accomplished everything I need in this sport.
Then quit.
Exactly.
Get out of the game.
I think he's getting there, actually, man. He sounds like it. He wasn't even talking about it as opponent. He's like, I have to fight myself in the gym. I think he's lacking motivation.
He might even quit against himself.
Don't fight Gil then.
Yeah, he'll take a knee against himself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Take a knee against himself.
Oh. All right, we'll come back to that. Anyone else want to talk about anything over the weekend? Any other fights?
Now, did anyone else, just quickly, this is a proper black hole, but have any of you UK guys seen what they did to that Spike UK TV fight? Did you see that?
No, what are you talking about?
You know, what's his name? Birkinshaw or whatever it was. You know, that Hobson guy. You've got to watch how bad that program was. The program's called Fish, Chips and Scraps. And it was like TFA Friday. Remember that thing that they used to do on Channel 4? It was like a chat show meet boxing.
Are you joking? Did this really happen?
I'm joking. Inside the arena, they had a set that was made up like a front room. And as the guests came on, they had to pretend they were bringing a bottle of wine to the party. And they all walked on with a bottle of wine and put it on the side. And it was just the weirdest shit I've ever seen. So that's where Channel 5 are now putting all their boxing on Spike. And it was rubbish. But it's worth just checking it out just to see how bad it was.
If you guys want to see the most awkward interview of all time that has to do with boxing, there was an interview with Austin Trout where he gets interviewed by 4 ladies in their like mid-40s in a fucking hot tub of all places.
Wait, I've seen that.
On YouTube, and type in Austin Trout. I'm sure bathing is somewhere in the title because that was the setting that they were in. It was just the most awkward interview ever, man.
Yo, that's amazing.
Someone to do that.
Hey, Dan, you're kind of shitting on them, man. A couple of them would get it, if I remember correctly.
No, I'm not hating on it. I think the cougar life is the way to go, but I'm just saying, don't present yourself like that if you're married.
That must be awkward, man. I swear he's married with a nice thing as well.
Know. Yeah, I know. I know she's your favorite, but I don't see
she's
what
top 3. He's top 3. That's his wife.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Yo, man, I wouldn't do Nota any justice, man, if I never brought this fucking fight up. Who saw the Kusei Tanaka fight versus Julian Redras?
Oh, that fight was incredible, man. Like,
fuck
holy
yeah,
shit.
dude. From round 1 to 12. That was a fucking all-out fucking beatdown, man.
Yeah.
Shit. Toe-to-toe action.
Right, exactly.
Shout out to Nota, Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see it, so I can't comment.
I'll go watch that. I ain't watched that yet.
It's for the WBO belt, man. How could you not watch that shit?
For what weight class?
What weight's this though?
I think it was 105 or 115. Yeah, it was really like fucking
small.
Goddamn. Hell yeah.
No, I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. I'll watch anything.
All right, I'm just waiting for MV2 to get home and jump on Skype. So
he's gonna start shitting all over Selby.
It's all right. We'll deal with it. But while he's doing that, I'll just go over a few things. Give a shout to the people in the chat. So we've got Casual Fan Tony Yayo, TBE Chef, who went with me to Nottingham to see Nas live. Dave the Sinister, Nothing for Something, Nunes 83, Michael McDonough, London Box, James Meyer, Hoslayer Dwyer, Davy Boy Essex, Hamada Jr., the Chris Algieri Lifestyle, Basileos, James Bennett, PM versus Ayo Busi 12, Jack Captain, Foot, not saying the rest, Super Merc, Wasif 1, D Segura, Dicer Reds, Nick G, Lukaniloradic. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I fucked it up. Nesmatic, Shams 1000, Nafi 1989, Arizona Slim, Black Ski Master 117 guests. Yeah, I'm waiting for Chew. We'll get some callers on and then probably go into Cotto and Gil and a few other fights. Next week's quite sparse. Guerrero's fighting, but I don't rate his opponent. Yeah, I think there's only 3 fights in the prediction league. I initially did put Oosthuizen, but
hey man, how could you not put my boy El Perro Angola?
He's shot, man. Come on, he's shot.
Ah, fuck. That fool's fighting a fucking bum. I don't even know who he's fighting. TBA, maybe. Chris Ariola's on that shit. Vic Darchinian's on it. Jesus Christ, man.
Yo, but if you look at the Cotto Rock Nation card, though, I just looked at it earlier, and all the opponents, all TBAs, man.
Jesus Christ. Yo. TBA versus TBA.
Yo, Friday morning is going to be busy when they're looking for opponents.
Yeah. You're talking about fucking cleverly getting fucking bums out of the fucking locker room and shit. Imagine Kodos. They're going to hire everybody.
Yep. All right, I'll give some props to the prediction league as well. My boy Hamada still in first position. Inverness Mark in second. Nothing for Something still in third. Basileus fourth. Kernan 1, 2, 3 in fifth. Sweep the Leg in sixth. Mun in seventh. Chappie Hover up 7 positions into eighth. J-Bo 7, 9th, and I dropped 5 places, and now I'm in 10th, so not a good week for me, only 64 points. Oh well. Only 3 fights up next week. I think we got the Gil, Cotto, we got, I'm trying to do it off the top of my head because my laptop's not working properly for some reason. What else did I put in the prediction league?
Quella versus Darchinian.
Yeah, Quella, Darchinian, and then what was the third one? Ari, please.
Guerrero versus Martinez.
That's the one.
Terrible fight.
Yeah, so just 3. I did intend to put the Oosthuizen one. He was initially fighting Belanti, but I just checked it just before the show and his opponent has changed, and I didn't have time to change the opponent.
You know why it's changed?
Why?
Well, this is just what I'm saying, but I heard he's getting Stevenson next.
Why not fight Belanti? Was it too much of a risk? Or?
Yeah, I guess so.
Belanti's not that good anyway, though. He took a dive against the...
If you've got a title shot next, you better make sure you get it done. So I think that's the reason. Because I did hear Stevenson versus Oosthuizen is the next fight. Stevenson. So
shit, man. How many bums can Stevenson fight, man?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm just fucking curious on how many fucking tickets are gonna sell for this Saturday's fight at the StubHub.
Are you gonna go, Joe?
Fuck no, man.
Have you looked at into the price of the tickets? Are they expensive or?
No, actually they're kind of decent, man. $40 for like the cheap ones. I think like maybe 100, maybe or 200 for like almost close to the ring. That's kind of expensive, man. But I don't know. I wouldn't go to that piece of shit, man. It's at 12. Fucking Mexicans don't even fucking wake up at that time, man.
Yeah, because that's the daytime PBC card, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's fucking hot, and to be out there at the StubHub where it's all open, the sun's in your eyes, nah, come on, this is fucking garbage. The only reason they're putting all these fucking LA fighters on there is just to, like, I guess try to bring the fans out, because Vic Darchinian's from Burbank, fucking, where's this fucking bum Ariola's from? I don't know, East LA, fucking, I don't know, man. And then you got Angulo. It's all like fucking LA, California, Southern Cali, fucking fighters, man.
Yeah, it's not a great card, man. It's not a great
card. Is it a daytime card?
Yeah, it starts at 12 p.m.
Yeah, East Coast it starts at 3, Leon, so we'll probably get it about 8:30, 9 p.m. Saturday.
But who's showing it?
I think NBC, I think.
No, I don't think anyone... I'm not sure if anyone in the UK's picked it up, you know.
No, Box Nation haven't got it, have they?
No, they've got Gil Cotto in the early hours of the morning, so I don't think they picked up the PBC. And I can't see
stream it.
I can't see Sky picking it up just for the fact that they're not really got anyone related to it. So
nah, it's a bummy card, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad to say.
Team stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still waiting for Chew. You just sent me a message. You'll be on in a minute. Anyone else?
Hey, can we talk about the Bradley fight and Jesse Vargas on how all of a sudden I guess he left Roy Jones or Roy Jones left him or something, and then he hired Eric Morales as the trainer?
I heard things. I heard things that maybe like Roy Jones wasn't dictating enough time towards Vargas, because he's still a boxer, he's a trainer, and he's a pundit for HBO. So that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. You guys hear it?
Jones,
international rap star.
Jones just signed a fight, and so he's going to be training at the same time, and that's why Vargas wanted to go with Morales.
That's kind of crazy, man. Now for sure, my heart is with fucking Timothy Bradley for this fucking victory, man.
You love Bradley, man. You're a big fan.
What do you mean
Bradley.
Now for sure?
Yeah, because I was iffy, man. I was like, fuck, man. Roy Jones knows a thing or two, man. I think he could expose Bradley, but now that he's gone, I don't think so, man. I think.
But the thing is Roy.
But the thing is, out of shape, man.
Yeah, but the thing is Roy Jones isn't the one getting in the ring, though.
That's the thing. Like Roy Jones is so naturally gifted. Just because he was a great boxer doesn't mean he's gonna make a great trainer. Like some things come natural to some people. You can't teach it to other people.
Yeah, I mean, you could say it's debatable, but you could say that Roy Jones was probably the most athletically gifted boxer of all time.
Yeah,
but
right.
I thought he was pretty good, man. I mean, look what he did with Pascal and fucking Jesse Vargas. Who else is he training, man? I think it's just them two, right? For now.
Yeah, he's busy doing selfies the other time. So.
Come on, man, don't go there.
No,
shout out to Hamada in the chat.
Nah, you can't shout Hamada for sending me that selfie. That's disgusting, Hamada. Never ever send me that shit again, bro. That was bad, bro. You don't send that shit to another man. Come on.
Hashtag ban Hamada.
Yeah, ban Hamada Jr. from the chat. But yeah, while we're still waiting for Chew, Thurman Collazo, we forgot to shit on this fight last week, so we got a bit of time. Why is Thurman fighting Khan's leftovers?
Oh, you want to go that route?
No. All jokes aside, though, why are we getting this fight?
It's because they wanted to. I think it seems to me like they just wanted him to have a fight in his local area, right? So they just picked a guy he could knock out.
Isn't he from Clearwater though? And he's fighting in Tampa. I know it's not too far from each other.
But I thought that was
Florida.
I thought that was the idea, move him, get him down to his people, kind of thing.
It's only a 20-minute drive, Cam.
No, that's not 20 minutes.
I wonder if that shit's gonna fucking sell out, man.
From Clearwater to Tampa, it's 20-30 minutes. Yeah.
No, Clearwater's on the East
West
Coast, isn't it?
And so is Clearwater and Tampa is literally 20-30 minutes away from each other, bro. I've driven to and from there multiple times.
I'm getting mixed up.
He's from Florida, I think you'll know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure Clearwater was on the West Coast and Tampa's on the East Coast.
No, they're both on the West.
No, they're both Florida. They're both in Florida.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying there's one's on one
West
side.
Coast.
Okay, no worries.
Gainesville's on the East Coast. It's not on the coast, but it's more on the east. And so is Daytona. Daytona's out on the east.
All right, let's...
Yo, you think this shit's gonna sell out, man, or is it gonna be fucking crocodiles in the fucking parking lot?
I don't know, what type of venue is it in, Dave? Do you know?
Well, I don't even know what kind of venues is going on up there, but I would imagine actually there might be a little bit of a turnout. Keith has got to be a huge name in that area at this point, and they've got to be thirsty as all hell.
Yeah, that's why they're doing it, right?
I would imagine.
So, Dave, where are they holding it? Are they going to hold it at that Tampa Bay NHL arena then?
I'm not sure yet. I actually haven't really looked into it too much, but I will get that for you, though. I'll let you know.
What date is that fight?
11th of July.
11th of July. It might tell us the arena on BoxRec.
No, BoxRec hasn't got the arena. I checked.
Oh, it hasn't got it?
No.
It's going to be pretty interesting, man. I want to see what the turnaround is for that fucker.
Yo, my bad, man. I was getting Tampa mixed up with Daytona Beach. That's on the East Coast, isn't it?
Yeah, I told you, man. I told you. Trust me, I got you, bro.
The guy from Florida told you.
Yeah. I'm trying to test Dave with his Florida knowledge. Right, man, who's making all that noise?
It's Chew on the line. He's in the bag of crisps again.
Chew,
Yo, Cam, your geography is like Keith Thurman's.
San Diego.
Oh,
San Antonio, my bad, baby, my bad.
Yo, Chew, what's happening?
What's happening?
Yo, we're ready, man. We've been waiting for you, man.
Hey, I bet you any money, Ari's got his Lee Selby t-shirt on right now.
He's got the shorts as well. He's got the shorts.
A big snapshot. Lee Selby, swagger man, walking down the ring, shaking his invisible maracas.
Chew, you sound salty. What's the problem? What is it?
With the razzle dazzle.
Is it because Wales got a world champion and Scotland looked lost?
It's nothing to do with it, bro. It's nothing to do with it.
You sound salty, mate.
I'm salty. He's overrated.
Would you?
I told you last week he was going to win. I told you last week, and now everybody's saying that he's the Welsh Mayweather. Come on, man.
No, come on. He's been named that for a couple of years now, and he doesn't even like that nickname. Let's not get into that. We spoke about this last week, man. That was a one website started that, and everyone rode with it. It's not like he declared himself the Welsh Mayweather, is it?
No, but you know he wouldn't complain if he was called the Muhammad Ali, though. The Welsh Muhammad Ali. He wouldn't complain then.
It was a good performance, okay, but Gradovich is a fucking bum. Let's be honest about this. And I'm always reluctant to say that about a world champion, but you know, this guy's so bad that Mexico or Russia don't want to claim him. They're fucking blasting it to each other. And you ever fucking heard that expression? Couldn't catch him if you threw rice at him. You know, fucking. They used to say that about Joe Calzaghe all the time. You know, you could throw rice at him and you couldn't catch him. I swear to God, if Gradovich had rice in his hand, he couldn't catch Selby. The guy's got no jab, he's got no power, and against a guy like Selby's 5'9", Gradovich is 5'8.5". So the natural advantages that Gradovich has over most featherweights, it's not going to happen against Selby. It was the perfect matchmaking, man. Honestly, I've never seen Gradovich land one punch. But is Selby a good fighter? Yes, but I mean, who's he fought? Who's his best win? Gradovich.
The world champion.
Who's And I'm putting the triangle theory, but was Gradovich's best win?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Billy Dib.
Yeah.
I've got the box right here, Leon. Right here, I've got the box right.
Have you got it? Tell me about it.
And it was so unconvincing that you had to go back and fight Billy Dib again.
Yes, we have Chew in the line.
So fucking, you're gonna glass me, Ari. You're gonna glass me. I've got the box right here.
You sound glassed.
Mate, I've just done a long day at work. And Howard Foster, fuck him, man. Someone needs to go back in time and quantum leap that cunt.
For what fight?
Oh, Jesus
Countless
Christ, man. Chew's on a roll.
What did you do, Chew?
This guy stops fights too early. Howard Foster Jr. Matter of fact, fuck Howard Foster Jr. Go back in time and stop the dad, Howard Foster. We'll never get these problems.
For the bloodline.
Nah, just the Ryder. Just to raise the whole fucking bloodline now. Just the John Ryder Blackwell fight. That was shaping up to be the best fight in the night. And then obviously,
I feel Ryder was done.
Nah.
Look how Ryder reacted when the ref stopped the fight, man. This ref had to help him to his corner.
Bro, Blackwell missed about 5 shots. He was fucking bobbing and weaving, Ryder.
He wasn't bobbing. He was stumbling backwards, and Blackwell couldn't keep up with him because he was stumbling so quickly.
Well, maybe he wasn't bobbing, but he was weaving. He was weaving backwards.
He was weaving like a drunk man.
The point is,
he took about 8 clean shots though before that.
Yeah, but you've got to give the guy a chance. Listen, Paulie Malignaggi. Okay, I'm listening to you guys praise Paulie Malignaggi. Just before I came on, Paulie Malignaggi said it himself. He says, "No." That was Paulie Malignaggi's reaction to that. No.
That was my reaction when I first saw it. But when you watch it back, he took a lot of. They should have stopped it I said to Ari earlier, they could have stopped it 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah, but I can't even remember how long was left in the round. Just give him the rest of the round, just to see what he's like. You know what I mean? Not as if the guy's a murderous puncher.
Yeah, it's true. But I don't know, man. Going by his reaction after the fight stopped,
He was happy to get out of there, man.
Yeah, he was done, man. He looked gassed out. He was hurt. You know, I don't think he knew where he was. That's just me.
How can you gas yourself out after what?
I don't know, but maybe he had a bad weight cut, maybe you don't know, but he slowed down. He had a very fast start, and all of a sudden the wheels come off.
Fair enough. Okay, hey,
I'll put the fight on mute here quickly. I'm watching it while we talk.
Hey, what's up with did you see the Kevin Mitchell versus Jorge Linares?
Oh yeah, fucking Leon's boy. Yeah, I'm not even gonna shit on Kevin Mitchell. I think the guy's a warrior. At the end of the day, he's not got the stamina to sustain an attack for the whole round. He's got to raid like a Viking for 30 seconds. 30 seconds around, and like I said on Twitter, Linares is like a chandelier. He's beautiful to watch, but if he gets dropped, he's fragile.
That's a really good song, True.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
I love that song.
What song's that?
Chandelier.
Nah, True. Nah, sorry, he was done, man. The ref stopped the fight, and he took Foster to the other side of the ropes. He took him to the other side of the ring. He was stumbling so much, he took Foster. Foster's holding on to him, and he's stumbling with Foster as if they're having a little dance.
Hey, True, I think you're being too hard on Lee Selby. I think Lee Selby's a great fighter. You're not giving him enough credit.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got a whole generation of boxing fans who don't want to give credit to Gennady Golovkin.
Yeah, but Lee Selby's more skilled than Golovkin.
Fuck off.
I'm serious.
Fuck off.
He's got more power. He's got the slickness.
Sorry, did you just say he's got more power?
Yes. Did you see how he stumbled Gradovich? Gradovich is fucking iron shinned, and he made him stumble like 2 to 3 times. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Golovkin, you're talking about the pound for pound, the man with the best KO ratio in middleweight history.
I don't know. I think Selby is going to be a better fighter than Golovkin by his next fight.
You're trolling me.
I'm serious. I'm really high on Selby. I think he has devastating power.
He's trolling you,
He's trolling you, man.
Because Lim's been one of Selby's biggest haters.
I was thinking that, man. I can remember back in the day, the World Cup.
But at the same time, you got to admit, I've been equally harsh on Gradovich, too. So I agree with you, True. I think Gradovich is a fucking bum, man. I'm sorry. I don't like Gradovich at all.
Yeah, they used to call Brandon Rios a C-level fighter, but at least he had power. You know what I mean? Gradovich got nothing.
Hey, True, what do you think about Khan?
I actually think that Algieri looked like a fucking light heavyweight in there. It's like, does anyone know what he weighed on the night?
It was like middleweight, I think, wasn't it? Like 160.
I thought I heard that New York doesn't do fight night weights check-in or something.
I saw it online somewhere.
Can a state really mandate no fight night weights? Isn't that up to the judgment of whatever network is carrying?
I remember someone telling me about it was something to do with Gatti, but one of the Gatti fights where Gatti came in.
Gatti Gamache.
Yeah. Dave told me about it. Yeah.
But that was same day weigh-ins more so. I'm not so sure about
day before
fight day.
Oh, okay. Wait, so Gatti put on 30 pounds in less than 12 hours.
About that, I want to say 20 or so, maybe a little over 20.
Yeah, I think 30 is impossible.
Yeah, the major thing though was that he almost killed Ganache, man.
Yep.
He literally almost killed him.
Yeah, but what were you gonna say, True? My bad. You're talking about how big Algieri was.
Yeah, I just think Khan's punches had no effect. And considering how much bigger Algieri looked than Khan, I wasn't surprised that maybe Algieri took that strategy and hurt him.
I mean, that may be fair, but I mean, it is Algieri's first fight at welterweight, so.
No, it's not. He's fought there previously.
Yeah, he's fought there previously, yeah, but...
Against who?
My laptop's not working, but when I checked his resume today, a lot of his earlier fights, I think his debut was a super welterweight, then a lot of his earlier fights were at welterweight. I know it's lower opposition, but obviously he's still fought there.
Alright, that's fair.
No, but I just find that, like, he's clearly... He's 5'10", he's a big guy, but just the way he was able to kind of rehydrate to that.
Right, okay. But
it's suspicious to me.
But I'm wondering, though, how did you think Khan did? Like, how did he look to you, though, regardless
I mean, he looked trash.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here, he looked trash. He looked shocking. To me, it doesn't look as if he took Chris Algieri seriously. For the love of God, Khan, just stop talking about Floyd. Eh? Just let it go. Like, if you don't get the Floyd fight now, Brook, you've got to fight Brook next. Just let it go, man. If it's got to be Floyd next, like, this has gone on for fucking years. Enough. It's got to be Floyd or Brook next. Like, I don't want to see him fight fucking Chris Algieri and Devin Alexanders and the like. You know what I mean? His career's just gonna just peter out if he doesn't get Brook or Floyd. But Brook kills him. Sorry, Cam.
That's good.
Brook, sorry, but Brook absolutely kills him.
What about Canelo?
Canelo can?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Canelo fucking takes his soul away.
Alright, and then obviously Thurman too then, right?
Again, it's just a bad styles matchup. I mean, if you can't punch, Can will probably win. But if you can punch, it's not that his chin's bad. It's just that he gets pushed back. You know, he feels the power, and if he goes backwards, then he's half the fighter. One thing I've noticed is that if you jab with him, he can defend the jab. He can defend like a jab in a right hand. But if you throw a right hand lead or a left hook lead, he kind of, his defence isn't there. You know, he struggles with the right hand lead, he struggles with the left hook lead. But if you jab first, you can kind of get organised. He's just got a kind of shaky defence.
And any other fights you see over the weekend, Stu? What do you think of Joshua?
Oh yeah, he's a beast. He's an absolute beast. But I thought Kingpin, more like bowling pin. He's just he's shot to pieces. He's another one. Like, as much as I think he's a beast, until he fights someone legitimate, then we won't know how good he is.
So you don't rate Joshua for stopping Kingpin that quick?
No, I do, because he's done something that no one else has done before. But if you watch the IFL TV interviews after the fight, just Kevin Johnson sounded as if he was gonna retire regardless. You know, he's talking about other shit. He had one foot out the door, and I'm always kind of reluctant to, you know, that's almost like a null and void one. You know what I mean? I mean, Dave Boy Essex says in the chat, I'm not giving him much credit. See, honestly, watch that interview. He's just it looked as if he'd give up before he even got in the ring. So, yeah, I know Josh is a beast. I think he would beat Wilder right now. I think he would beat Fury right now. But whether he beats Klitschko or not, I don't know. We'll need to see how his chin tested.
All right, and Brook, Gavin, what round did you fall asleep in?
Third round. Man, that was just Gavin. What can you say about Gavin? Gavin's like a guy who, he's like a, you know, like I'm a chef, right? you say you get three kinds of chefs. You get like a foodie, a mercenary, and you get like an artist. Gavin's like because this can apply to everything. You know, he's not passionate about boxing. It's just something he's good at. He's a mercenary. He's there for the payday. You know, it's got him this far. It's got him money. But, you know, if he was serious about it, he wouldn't be at welterweight.
Well, I was just going to come to that, actually, Chu. He's put out a tweet earlier today saying, thinking it's time to try light welter for the next fight. Nutritional advice welcome. And the first... check this. And the first reply comes in, hi, mate, try eating less pizza.
Oh, that's wicked, man.
Wait, so Frankie Gavin, boxing fans have been telling this guy to move to 140 for years, and he decides to do it when he finally gets knocked out.
Yeah.
He's a joke, man. I can't tell. Everyone's been saying, you just look at his body. I don't want to shit on too much. I'm not a boxer. He's a boxer, you know. But you look at his body, and he obviously doesn't live the life. Apparently, he used to eat baked beans and fish and chips all the time, and that kind of shit. Apparently, I think I heard this. I can't remember if this is true, but I heard he had to get banned from his local chippy. Like they wouldn't serve him.
Nah, Scott Quigg's chippy would still serve him though.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Just whatever, man. I can't bother with Gavin anyway. He's just.
It goes to the point again about that. It goes back to that Blackwell thing. It's like there's a guy who lived the life, took the losses, and then he managed to do something. And the main reason he won is because he's lived the life. Yeah. Frankie Gavin's pissed his career away. He deserves what he gets, man. I'm sorry. You know.
Yeah, it's like Blackwell's maximised his talent.
Exactly.
By living the life.
Exactly.
Whereas Gavin is the opposite.
Yeah.
Pissed it away.
But he's boring as fuck as well. I mean, that is a horrible, horrible shout to watch. Horrible. And he's just no... It's like there's nothing dramatic about him. Like, his name's an oxymoron, fun time. Like, there is no fun times to be had watching a Frankie Gavin fight. And I respect anybody who gets in the ring, you know what I mean? It's not fucking easy to get going there all the way like a fucking beast like Kell Brook. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you've got all your fans coming down from... Where is he from? Sheffield?
Birmingham,
yeah. Alright. And he's got his fans coming down from Birmingham. They know he's not going to win.
I know what the chocolate brownie's all about now.
Exactly, man. I should be more upset about losing.
It's true.
It should have been like, fuck the chocolate brownie.
It just seems like he was happy for the payday. Like, yeah, fuck it. I got good money. Fuck it.
It's not about paying off the mortgage.
Hamada wrote in the chat, fun time versus one time.
But Cam, he said the money was shit on Sky. He said the money was shit. So what was he fighting for? Because he turned up like he wanted a paycheck, but he turned up and didn't get well paid.
To me, he had no confidence at the start of that fight. He just looked like he wants to maybe try and just eke out a 12-round loss, and that's it. But he got stopped. But it just didn't seem like he was there to kind of even try to win the fight.
But we all said within the first minute, you knew he was done, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like it was definitely within the first round. You're like, he's never going to win this fight. We all knew he was never going to win the fight. It was a pointless fight. It was just, it was a stay busy fight, I guess. That they try to sell as a proper fight.
Yeah, true. Chew, anything else before I get to some callers?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about Cal Frotch and Eddie Hearn. I think these guys are getting it's almost fashionable to hate these guys. Shout out to Leon. But I honestly, I'm baffled by this trend of fucking hating on these guys when I don't really know what there is to hate. You know, like fucking Carl Frotch, alright, who brags a lot. Wouldn't you fucking brag a lot if you fought in front of a crowd of 80,000 at Wembley? Man, if I'd done that, I'd be telling everyone. So does he. He tells everyone he fought at 80,000. He's got like a fucking supermodel girlfriend. He's probably got a fucking 12-inch wanger that he fucking spins in a helicopter shape. No, I mean he's fucking fighting Golovkin. Who else is fighting Golovkin? Who else has got the balls to fight Golovkin? No one. Now he's giving the boxing fan a fight to get excited about. No one else has stepped him up. He's retired. Kell is retired. He's came out of retirement to fight Golovkin. I just think the guy should get... I was chatting on before, but I think it's just... everybody's just getting a bit over the top with it. He should get a lot more respect from everyone. He's a pretty good fucking announcer as well.
Right,
I said that earlier.
Pundit-wise, I think he's been very good over the last few appearances.
He's fighting Golovkin?
No, he said he's willing to. It's not official yet.
If you, again, like I'm shouting out Cook and Cassius, so he probably doesn't give a fuck about us, but if you watch that IFL interview with Kell Froch in the fan zone last week, you know, he's fighting Golovkin. You can see it in his eyes. He's going to say yes. Like, you can just tell he's in the zone. Like he's coming back for that fight. I'm 90% sure he's going to come back for that fight. And just another thing before you go to the callers, Eddie Hearn. He's a great promoter. What can you say?
Oh, he's good at his job. I'll give him that.
Let's be honest. That was a great card. It gets his fighters paid. He's just on a lucky streak. All his fighters, they go across to America, they come back with a world title. Sorry, see, eventually you've got to say the luck. That's not luck. That's just good matchmaking. You know what I mean? He's doing well.
He gets his fighters world title fights that they can win. Definitely.
And I don't think people appreciate that he's got to work with a budget. Like I talk about the British shows like the Black Hole. Like every Friday night they're in Blackpool, they're in fucking some English town. You know, he's got to work within his means. You know what I mean? I think he's done a good job.
Cool. Anything else, Stu?
No, man.
Alright, let me get my boy Nesmatic on the line. Hopefully he'll answer. He's in the chat, so...
Hey Cam, I love it when people say a long-winded comment and you just say, cool.
The thing is, people don't understand, like, I'm multitasking when I'm doing this show. I'm looking at the Skype chat, I'm looking at the Mixler chat, I'm looking at...
Hey Cam, I'm getting married this weekend.
No, you're not.
Cool.
What's that?
Yo, Ness, are you there?
Yo, I'm here. I'm just trying not to interrupt.
Oh, yeah, but you interrupting by having your TV on loud as fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm Hispanic, man.
What's happening, Ness? You well?
Yeah, I'm good. Just chilling, eating some plantains.
Cool.
I didn't watch any of the fights except for Fortuna because I thought Khan and Algieri was going to be a blowout, so I was like, whatever. But, man, I'll talk about my boy Fortuna.
Go ahead. Your Dominican brethren.
The truth, man. That dude's going to stop everybody in his weight, man. Hell yeah, man.
On WWE?
Nah, I'm done trolling. I'm done. Nah, dude, didn't you see that style, dude? Didn't you see him, like, throwing punches like he's playing handball?
I saw him running.
I mean, he was moving around the ring, you know. He wasn't running. Come on. Really? Really?
I just don't like how he would go to the other side of the ring and then act like he wanted to fight. Like he'd throw his arms up and all that shit, and he's moved
cocky.
over it.
I mean,
you know, I don't really like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was rooting for him because he was doing some good work, but he was getting caught. He was turning into a scrap. But I was surprised that the other guy didn't get knocked out. Well, Brian Vasquez, he was taking some clean punches, dude. I mean, not clean punches, but like some freaking heavy shots, dude. Because these guys were throwing punches from like their kneecaps. They're just like swinging as hard as they can. But for that fight, I mean, it was exciting to see. I wasn't really like scoring it or anything. I was just happy to see like a pretty exciting fight because that fight was supposed to be out here. I'm in Tampa right now, but that fight was supposed to be in Boston. And since Paulie got injured, they switched it to New York. So that's pretty much why I was excited for that fight, because it was guaranteed action. That's the thing I like about Fortuna, is that he's going to give you a show regardless. It'll be a scrap. It'll be sloppy, but, I'm trying to see a fight,
Yeah, because Ness, you went to the Boston DeGale-Durrell fight, didn't you?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, what was
Can you tell us about it?
What was the atmosphere like?
That was the first fight. That was the first fight, dude. And freaking, not too many people were there. Everybody was rooting for Durrell, so it was pretty quiet. Like, there were a couple of UK guys that came to support. I was pretty surprised. They were buying us beers before the fight.
So
when I got there, I was like, huh?
Did you get to see DeGale's sister?
Nah, dude, I got to see Durrell's mom, though. She was fine, dude.
How could you not see the sister, bro? Wait, you might be mistaking the mom for the sister.
Nah, dog, that's his mom. She said,
sure?
that's his mom. She was wearing some white pants.
I know you like to smoke.
Them white pants.
I'm just checking.
What happened?
I know you like to roll a few, so I'm just checking, because I got a thing for the sister, so I just wanted to know if maybe I can keep in touch somehow.
I didn't even see the sister. I just saw the mom. I was like, oh, so what's up? I was like talking to her because I was already like,
that's what you said? You said,
UK guys. Up? Oh, no, I just started talking to her, and then because I thought she was Spanish, so I started speaking Spanish to her, and then she's like, oh, what? And then I'm like, oh, who are you here? Who are you rooting for? I'm like, well, I'm here for Durrell. I'm his mom. And I was like, oh, shit. It was fucking weird.
This might be the greatest story of all time.
It was very awkward because I was like, just fucking shit. It was crazy to see fucking Durrell get dropped like that, dude.
Hey, Ness, mate, Willie Durrell could have glassed you, man. You need to watch out, man. Trying to move to his mom and shit.
Hey, Ness, if you had to pick between DeGale's mom or Stephen Curry's mom, who you got?
I don't even know who the fuck Stephen Curry is. I know he's a basketball player, but I don't give a fuck about basketball. I watch boxing, dude. I don't even watch baseball, man. I only watch boxing.
All right,
so what was the atmosphere like?
You watch baseball.
No, let's get back to the boxing, though, Ness. You saying that was the first fight, so there were no undercard fights, so that was just the...
No, that was the... Dude, all right, so the main event was the first fight, and then, from what I got there, the main event was the first fight that I saw.
No, because the Spike Sullivan fight was before that, so you must have got there late, Ness.
I must have got there late then, because that was the first fight I saw. It was the main event.
Yeah, there was a few fights beforehand, like Spike and a couple guys got knocked out.
O'Connor, right? O'Connor. He was from there and shit. He was a local guy. I didn't watch that. I didn't give a fuck about him. I was just there to see the main event and I didn't want to see Rodriguez because dude's a bum. He's making us look bad. At least Fortuna gets at least Fortuna has you can expect him to knock somebody out or something. Rodriguez is just straight trash. He looks like shit, dude. I can't even comment on him. I didn't give a fuck about him.
Yo, Ness, and if you don't mind me asking, what were the ticket prices like for the DeGale fight? Were they reasonable?
They were they're basically what Ski Mask was saying. You pretty much $100 and you're pretty much midway, and $200 you're pretty much right in front.
Right, cool.
Yeah. Nothing crazy. It was a freaking Agonis Arena. It was freaking Boston College.
So it was.
I was happy to see a fight card, man. I was happy to see a fight card back home, man. That doesn't really happen out here, so.
Yeah, I'm like you. If there's a decent fight in my town, I'm gonna go to it. Even if.
Can I just say, because I never got to comment on that fight. I thought Durrell won.
Really?
Durrell won by a point. Yeah. I had Durrell winning by a point. And I saw my boy Ben Omar comment on the chat, the YouTube chat. He gave the girl 3 rounds. See, to be honest with you, I kind of agree with him, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Man, I don't know.
You sound like Ski Mask.
Yo,
yeah, I do.
Oh man, Ness, how did you score it? Did you rewatch it when you got home, or did you score
I didn't even
it?
score it. I didn't even score it. I was just fucking watching it. I was just enjoying it because,
Who did you think just won by eye testing?
De Gale, easy.
Okay.
De Gale, man. I mean, he wasn't really doing much like after he got those knockdowns, but what was really Darrell doing? Like he was doing some pity pat punches, getting him on the ropes or whatever. Like I didn't really see anything crazy. I thought De Gale did the better work, and De Gale got the more flashier work done. But I want to talk about next week's fights if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, for Cota, I'm picking the UK guy. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name right now.
You mean the Australian?
Whatever, close enough, dude.
Close enough.
Same shit.
It's closer to you.
Like 6,000 miles away.
Same thing, same accent.
So why are you picking Gil? Are you just trolling us?
I'm just trolling. I'm not. I'm not a Cotto guy. Like I don't have faith in Cotto. He looked shit against Trout, and I mean this is a weight class above.
Yeah, but dude, it's Gale, man.
It's Gale, right? It's Gale.
Yeah,
well, you think he'll do better than Triple G?
No, I'm not saying that, but that's like two complete opposites. I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle where Cotto is going to stop him late, I think.
Yo, in the last 2 years, there's only been one Australian to win a fight at the high level, at the world level.
That's my boy Mundine.
Oh, I didn't know he was Australian. I thought he was UK, yo. I was like, I'm trying to root for you guys right now.
Yo, geography's as bad as mine.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he could get some good work against some kangaroos, because don't they box?
Yeah, but the Kangaroos, they're more like, if you want to fight Gary Russell Jr., that would be a good sparring opponent, but against a guy like Cotto, you want to find someone a little bit more balanced.
Oh, man.
Hey,
so what do you guys think about that fight?
We're gonna give our thoughts in a bit, Ness. So we'll leave that for a while. But anything else you want to talk about?
What else? I mean, I didn't see any of those fights, any of the last weekend's fights.
What'd you think about my boy Canelo, Ness?
Canelo versus Kirkland?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking bodied that boy.
Yeah.
That shit was nasty how he did that. What was it? The jab to the body, then with the overhand right, and then you ducked under the punch. That shit was nasty.
Yep.
Who you think is next for Canelo? Like,
it has to be Cotto, man.
You think Cotto's gonna take that?
I mean, he's been talking about it. He's at least confirmed finally that they've had preliminary discussions about the fight. But we all know how much of a bitch Cotto is. So, you know, maybe he comes up with new demands or new roadblocks. But that should be the fight.
Miguel Cotto. Yo, you know, actually, how do I explain this relative that's related to Cotto that happens to live like right next to me in Lawrence? I met one of Cotto's cousins, which I didn't even really know that they were related, and so she showed me like his family pictures, and I'm like, the fuck? It's weird, but that's off topic.
I thought there's some point to that story. Was that it?
I feel like the moral of Ness's stories today is that he both encountered two people who had relationships with people he didn't know, and he just stumbled upon them and said, "Hey, what's up? Like, what's going on? What's going on, girl? Shit. Let me get your number. Oh, you're related to this fighter? Oh, okay,
cool.
Right,
did she take a knee?
She didn't take a knee, nah. She didn't take a knee. Oh, man.
All right, Nessman.
She would got DNA testing.
All right, Nessman. Thank you for calling. I'm going to get to Hamada, man. Thanks, Ness.
All right, man.
Take care.
Later.
My boy Hamada. Wait, actually, let me play his intro.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Oh, George Budgie.
Okay,
Yeah,
Hamada,
I
what's
just
up,
see
my
that for
bro?
Chemo. Chemo is begging for someone to do that, man.
Chemo should do a Chemo special and he can do it himself.
Yeah, Chemo's a legend, man. He's got them accents on Smash, man.
Yeah.
The gym was quality.
Yeah, we just need to do a Chemo special where he's just doing impressions.
He was saying, it's not the challenge for him. He said it's a bit crude.
He's a bit crude.
Well, he's Dutch. Oh no, he's Dutch, isn't he?
Yeah, but what's going on? What's Gucci?
Chilling, man. Give us your thoughts on the fights over the weekend.
Should I start with Khan?
Yeah, make it quick. Make Khan quick as possible, bro. Yeah.
I thought he won the fight. I've seen a lot of people talking shit. Algieri's having success, but it weren't enough to win rounds to win the fight, innit? You have to win rounds, round by round. That's how you score fights. I didn't even score the fight, but, just through the eye test. Thought Khan did enough to win the fight. I always knew Khan had problems with the left hook, but I didn't know he had problems with the right hand. And the only reason why I thought he'd be competitive with Kell Brook is because Kell Brook's not really a left hook man, but as soon as I saw Algieri hitting him with them right hands, I just thought, imagine a chocolate brownie landing on Khan's glass chin. It's just going to be night.
Hey, Hamada, you shouldn't be that disrespectful to Khan.
Why?
Because he's a former world titleist.
Nobody don't care about that.
And he's tough. He may not have the best chin, but he always gets up whenever he gets dropped, right?
He won't get up.
For the most part.
When he eats chocolate brownie, he won't get up.
I think you're not giving him enough credit, man. I think it'll be a good fight. And I'm not even trolling right now. I think Khan versus Brook is actually a pretty good fight. And while Khan may get knocked out, I think it'll be really entertaining while it lasts.
I disagree.
Because you got to think, because Kell Brook isn't a natural, he's not a natural come forward fighter either. Kell Brook
actually he comes forward. He fights better on the front foot than he does on the back foot. He's not really a guy that fights off the back foot.
But you think he's gonna fight kind of like Algieri did against?
Yeah,
Khan?
he'll walk Khan down. He'll walk him down.
He'll cut off the ring on him. He cut off the ring good on Gavin. I thought
he'll walk him down.
I mean, you guys have seen Brook a lot more than I did, but he doesn't strike me as like a come forward fighter to that extent. I just say I don't know, man.
You know what he is? He's a come forward counter puncher. He's one of those counter punchers that walk you down, and he counter punches you as he's walking you down.
Yeah, did you see Amir Khan accused Kell Brook of being on PEDs?
It wasn't just Amir Khan.
Allegedly.
Him too.
Allegedly.
I was just
he never said it straight out.
Yeah, but he looks a bit bitch made where you're indirect and you can't say names. It just makes him look even more scared, in my opinion.
No. If he says a name like he said it in that tweet, then he gets sued.
No, but he could say Galahad. If Galahad tests positive, why can't he say Galahad and then say, I wonder who's next, ... That would at least tell you what's going on. But we don't even know who he's talking about. He could be talking about Algieri for all we know.
He could be talking about Ray Beltran.
I thought he was talking about Beltran.
Well, there you go.
I just hope that Khan's obsession with Mayweather means he's not going to copy Mayweather. Like Mayweather accused Pacquiao for fucking years of taking drugs just to avoid the fight.
Yeah, but hasn't he been copying Mayweather for the last couple of years? Not taking the toughest fights?
No, I disagree there.
Whoa.
I disagree there. Khan doesn't duck anyone.
Neither does
Khan
Floyd.
Doesn't duck anyone? So that year that he ducked Devin Alexander.
Listen, Floyd don't duck no one.
You're thinking of Kell Brook, mate.
Nah, he actually ducked Devin. He did still.
He was supposed to fight Devin. He was supposed to fight Devin last December, the year before.
Yeah,
because he thought he was getting Floyd.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys know that wasn't a proper straight duck, was it really?
No, but it was a duck because you still would have had 6 months after that to fight Floyd. He could have got an IBF, and if he won that fight, he would have definitely got the Mayweather fight.
It was rumors, man. It wasn't even like Mayweather called him and said, "Hey, let's get some negotiations going." It was rumors.
No, Dave. He said that Floyd's team sent him paperwork and he signed it and sent it back, so it wasn't just rumors.
He said a lot of things, man.
Yeah, but can we believe Khan? He lies a lot, man.
I heard he sparred more.
Yeah, but you send Roy Jones. But you send Roy Jones selfies, Hamada, so I can't trust you sometimes.
Huh?
You send Roy Jones selfies, so I can't trust you sometimes.
You think we forgot?
Yeah, I never forget. Yeah, I must have forgot.
You ain't never going to forget that, are you? Burn on your retinas, man. Thanks that, Hamada.
Let's not talk about this life. But anyways, yeah. I thought Lee Selsby looked great, man. I thought he'd beat Gradovich, but it's bullshit, man. That stoppage was bullshit, man. That fight should have continued, man. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. You know what I'm trying to say? So, Gradovich should deserve to fight and defend his title till the very end. You know what I'm trying to say?
No,
and even Hand's a cunt as well.
You being serious, though? You being serious,
huh?
Charlie?
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm kind of all right with that because Robert Garcia is a cunt. I would never forgive him for what he did with Mikey Garcia and Orlando Salido. He initiated that stoppage. You know what I'm saying? He knew Salido was coming on strong. So he just thought, you know what? Let's stop this now.
Now, was that broken nose, though?
Yeah.
I didn't mind that one, to be honest.
Nah, man. It was initiated, man. He done it on purpose. And he done it with Nonito Donet against Simpiwe Vetyeka.
You're right,
in
Hamada.
Macau.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
Garcia shit, man.
Robert Garcia is a cunt.
I didn't like that one.
Robert Garcia is a cunt and he deserves it. But Gradovich don't deserve it. You know what I'm trying to say? I thought Linares wasn't at his best, man, on Saturday. I've seen Linares perform a lot better, man. I thought Linares was going to knock out Mitchell in like 5 rounds, but I don't think he performed to his best. He was missing a lot. Mitchell was making him miss, man. Mitchell was quite good in there, but Mitchell paid the price, man. You know what I'm trying to say? He tried the shoulder roll and he got caught with that right hand and that just blew up his face in the 10th round. And then he just got beaten up. You know what? I always thought Mitchell was hiding glass. He took some good shots, yeah. But I think Mitchell has no confidence in his chin. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he was getting hit with shots and he was thinking, like, you could tell he would take a pause and think, wow, my legs are still there, like I still got my legs. But Mitchell was brave, man. He tried his best, but you know what I'm trying to say? At the end of the day, his best wasn't good enough.
That's because Ricky Burns took his chin away.
Let's move on, Cam. Move on.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll move on. I didn't even see the Joshua fight live, but when I look back at it, it was devastating, man. Joshua put on a devastating performance, man. I think it should have been stopped at round 1. And you don't even mention, yeah, Joshua could have got disqualified. He landed an uppercut after the bell. And Johnson was on the floor. Did you not see that?
It was on the bell.
Yeah, nah, it was after. It was after the bell.
It was a combination, man. He
did
a combination after the bell.
Last time, yeah, what was that guy that
in Newcastle?
He hit someone with the left hook after the bell
in Manchester.
Then,
yeah.
No, it was America. It was in America.
Who did
that? Last year. Yeah, left hook after the bell. And imagine he won the world title, and then they took it back off him. And he had to have a rematch.
Oh, you're talking about Bartholomew.
I think so. I don't remember, but I remember seeing a fight.
No, that was 2 punches after the bell, though, man. That was
that was way after the bell. That was different. That one was like
man, Joshua was after
3
the
seconds
bell.
After the bell.
Joshua needs to keep a lid on it because I've seen him do that before as well. He hit a guy when he was down, I swear, one time.
Yeah, but Hamada, this time he was throwing a combination. He couldn't have stopped. He was in the flow. He couldn't have pulled out on that one. I don't think. But the one in Newcastle or Manchester, he definitely hit him after the bell.
Yeah, all right, we'll give him a pass for that, but he just needs to be careful, you know.
It's something to watch out for, definitely.
Yeah.
That shows to me Joshua's got some nastiness in him, man. He plays he plays all that nice guy stuff, man, but he's a beast, man.
Joshua's a bastard, man. You could tell deep down inside he's a cunt, man.
As Paul Smith says, he's a bad guy trying to pretend he's good.
Exactly, man.
What,
This guy's like...
did Paul Smith actually say that?
Yeah.
Right, I'm surprised he said that.
He's an ex-drug dealer, man. You know, you got if you're a drug dealer, you gotta have no conscience, innit?
What do you mean you have to have no conscience? It's just weed, man.
Nah, you probably do that. Why you would say that? But yo,
could you imagine trying to get some weed off Anthony Joshua?
Can you imagine him not paying him, and he's coming after you?
Try to get a bit of tech off Anthony Joshua, man. You'd drive up to his house and you'd pay him early.
No, he'd sell you a bag of sticks and seeds, and you just go, yeah, fine, I'm happy with that.
Well, that's like good shit, Anthony. That's like good shit.
That's good, man. I like that. Yeah, it's all popping.
Cheers, buddy. If Sorry does that again.
I think the Howard Foster stoppage was fine. You know, I couldn't complain with that. I think Ryder. I didn't know Ryder was hiding glass though, man. Ari, you never spotted that one. You're meant to be telling us who's hiding glass and who ain't.
I'm not gonna guess them all if he's getting fed bums every week, and that's what happens when you're overfed. When the time comes for you to step back up again, you can't make it. You know, I don't want to shit too much on him, but Hearn's to blame for that, in my opinion, a bit.
The matchmaking.
The matchmaking has been terrible.
To be fair, though, I didn't see that coming, because obviously he fought Saunders, who I think Saunders punches harder than Blackwell. Blackwell had, 6 KOs? And I thought he got through that fine. You know what I'm trying to say? I didn't think he was hiding glass, but...
I just thought his guard was a lot tighter against Saunders. He was a bit looser against Blackwell.
And Blackwell commits a bit more to his punching, I think. So I think he might have punched a little hard. Or he punches with more intention.
Yeah, Saunders more amateur style, like he
scoring
kind of his punches. Yeah, just scores with it.
Yo, listen, man, Cardo is going to get knocked out when he steps up.
Oh, no.
Cardo's a bomb.
No chance.
Cardo?
Hey,
I'm a fan of Cardo.
Why?
He's the next Scottish Hope. He's the next Scottish Hope.
He's not even Scottish. He plays it like he's from Blackpool and he's English. Like, what's he doing?
His mum and dad's Scottish.
Yo, if he's a bum, what's that Welsh guy?
What Welsh guy?
Craig Evans.
Cardo, his hands are so low all the time. You could just tell someone's just going to time him and it's good night.
No, I agree there.
Trust me, someone's going to time him and it's going to be good night.
Yo, that was a good fight. So was that Dave Ryan fight.
Yeah, Ryan and Hibbert was amazing, man. That tournament.
That was the fucking probably the best fight of the night.
Yeah,
I made a mistake. I was watching that to begin with, and then
I know you turned off, didn't it?
I went to watch the FA Cup final.
You fucked up
yeah,
there.
man. Aston Villa, fucking Frankie Gavin was just as bad as Aston Villa, man. Frankie Gavin's a disgrace.
Yeah, but fucking the thing with Frankie Gavin is, he just fucking loves a kebab. You can see it. You know when you look at someone like Leon was talking about earlier, you know that he's not living the life.
Nah. Oh, come on, Chew. I was waiting for you to say it.
What? You see the bomb in him?
I can see the kebab in him.
Nah, he's a disgrace.
Like, did you not see what Hamada posted in the chat? Like the tweet that Gavin put. He goes, I'm sure someone mentioned him. I'll mention it.
It was me. Yeah.
He goes, wait, hold on, let me get it. I think it's time to try light welter next fight. Nutritional advice welcome. How can you send a tweet? Get a strength and conditioning coach. Like, come on, man.
Penny pension.
Someone replied to him and say, Weight Watchers.
Ari, the worst thing is now he's moving down a division so he doesn't get fed to Sam Egginton and lose to him.
You're right, you know, he's ducking Egginton. He's ducking the Bundu rematch as well.
I think it's too late. I don't think he can make it now. It's too late. You can't be at this weight for too long. He should have done it years ago. He was at 140, and then he came up for no reason. That's when everyone was getting on him. Like, what are you doing up here? Like, you know what I mean?
He lost to Bradley Skeet. I can't criticise Frankie Gavin. I'm eating chips right now.
Yeah, but you're not a professional boxer, though, are you?
That's true.
I can't sit down and rewatch that Scoot fight because we were there live and it was terrible. You know, we barely concentrated, if I remember correctly. I can't.
We were talking more than we were watching that shit.
Yeah, that fight was terrible, man.
I went to the bar.
Yeah. Leon disappeared for like an hour.
Don't blame me.
Anything else, Hamada? Hamada?
He's drifted. He's watching the Polish boxing again.
No, he's
I think
watching
he's been glassed like QPR.
All right. Not got much left. Actually, we need to talk about Cotto and shit, man. Should we talk about Heyman and Frampton now or at the end?
No.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Ari, you actually sent me a message about this news, man. So I'll start with you, man. What do you think the whole Heyman Frampton situation? Do you think it's going to create better fights or?
I hope so. I like it. You know, I think obviously there was rumors that he was looking to have his next fight in America, and if you're going to do that, you might as well hook up with the biggest guy out there. So I guess that's he's not with Hearn. What else is there to do? You know, if you haven't got a big money man behind you, you know, the ITV thing looks like it's not happening because of something happened with fraud or something like that. So, you know, I can't wait to see him over there. I hope that he fights Santa Cruz. If he's not going to fight quick, fight Santa Cruz, man. You know, get that belt, get that WBC belt with him and try and take over that division.
I was going to ask you, Ari, do you know who Heyman's got apart from Santa Cruz in that state? Can you fight Mares if Mares moves down, I guess?
Mares, yeah, but I think Mares at featherweight now. Yeah. Mares, Santa Cruz, that's the only guys I can think of.
Yeah. So he must be going after Santa Cruz.
I hope so. I really hope. Come on, man. Heyman, you've given the guy enough money, man. It's time he fought a credible opponent again.
Do you guys think he will fight in the States? I just think he's better off fighting in Ireland where, you know, big arenas, great atmosphere. I think if he fights in the States, it's just going to be like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people. And
the Irish will turn out for him, man.
Do you think so? Do you think they'd have to have it in like Boston or definitely East Coast?
Yeah. East Coast, yeah.
Chew, I don't know if Black Ski Master's on the line. Hamada, what's your thoughts? Dan?
Yeah, I think it's a good move. It's quite surprising, but yeah, it's a good move. Why not? I'm going to see Carol Frampton on PBC. Can only be a good thing, but I'd want to see the Scott Quigg fight. Whether that makes it easier or not, I don't know.
Well, Hearn was saying he thinks he could get the fight made in like 10 minutes now.
Hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah,
it's a fight we want to see, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not too bothered with the Leo Santa Cruz fight. I'd like to see him against Abner Mares. Why not? He'd probably crush Abner Mares, but yeah, it's a good move for Heyman as well, man. I don't know. Apart from Santa Cruz and Abner Mares, I can't think of any others. He's got in those weight classes. You know, I'm struggling. Yeah. You've got Danair, top rank. Rigondeaux.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I'm struggling to actually think of anybody who's...
Let's have a look.
Lee Selby, he's at featherweight. He's Eddie Hearn.
There's a lot of Japanese fighters in that division as well, and they're not with Heyman, are they? So
I won't mind seeing Danair versus Frampton, but like you said, it's top rank, so unlikely. And yeah, you're right. There's a lot of
there's that Shingo Wake and all those guys, isn't there?
Montiel, obviously Galahad's looking at that 2-year suspension.
It's light, man.
Yeah, 122's weakening a bit now.
Light for American fighters if he's going that direction.
Yeah.
Unless Heyman's going to try and bring him over, do stuff over here with him.
I think he's going to have to do it over here. I don't see the point of taking him over there.
But the problem is, once that Quigg fight's gone, if he fights Quigg next, then Galahad's is going to looks like he's getting banned for years. There's only, he's not going to be able to fight Daenerys. He has to fight Rigondeaux.
I think he'll fight Rigondeaux as well, you know.
I hope he fights Rigondeaux.
No, he won't fight Rigondeaux now. He's with Heyman.
Yeah, but who's he going to fight, though? There's no fights. That's what I'm saying. There's no opposition for it.
Yeah. But this division's always been a bit... It's just that it's top-heavy, you know. We talk about the same guys all the time, you know.
That's true.
We talk about the same 4 guys.
Yeah. I mean, Gary Russell.
If he moves up, yeah.
The thing is, like, Leo Santa Cruz, who's he fought? He's a Heyman fighter. Abner Mares, who's he fought? No one. No one really. Yeah, he used to back in the day, but you know, when was the last time Abner Mares fought someone? So I hope that if he signs with Al Heyman, well, he has signed with Al Heyman, I hope he gets tough fights. Because he's not that young, he's 28. So I hope that now and the rest of his career, he's fighting nothing but tough fights. You know, like, these guys have had too many easy fights. Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares, Carl Frampton.
Scott Quigg. He's had loads of easy fights.
Yeah, enough's enough. You know, just it's time to just put them all together. You've been building up and building up and building up. Okay, now's the time. Let's put them all together.
There's, you know, how many fights are there potentially there? There's at least 7 or 8 good fights if they do a little round robin, isn't there? That could be their next 2 years if they're all willing to do it.
Yep. But they're just picking out guys that either not many people have heard of or past it. So enough.
From a lower division, bringing them up. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Next week's pretty thin for fights. Main one is what Nesmatic was discussing earlier. Cotto and Gil. I'm a big Cotto fan, but I'm not looking forward to this fight because it's kind of a lose-lose for Cotto, you know. Like, if he knocks him out, people are going to say, well, it's Daniel Gil, Triple G, crushed him in 3 rounds. And if he struggles with him, they're going to say, what the fuck, he struggled with Daniel Gil, so it's a no-win situation for Cotto, I think.
Yeah, but Danny Gil's like, he's underrated just because of what Golovkin did to him. And I just think that Cotto's making a mistake by always talking about Canelo, or he's actually announced that he's in negotiations with Canelo. That would be inspirational if I was Gil. You know, your opponent is clearly overlooking you.
Well, Gil's got good movement, but he's not got much power. Like, I know I'm starting to mention in every episode, it all depends on the size of the ring, but I think that will definitely make an impact in a fight. Because if Gil can use his movement and his lateral movement and just 1-2 and step away, I think, because that's how Trout kind of frustrated Cotto as well, by just the movement. I know Trout's southpaw and different style of fighter to Gil, but they got very similar traits as well in the sense of movement and stuff. So I don't know. I think it can go a few rounds. I see it going like maybe 9 and 10, and then Cotto maybe stopping him with body shots.
Yeah, I see that. I see like Gil throwing a crazy amount of punches, unless Cotto stops him.
Throwing crazy amount to keep him off him, or just because he's attacking him?
Yeah, like just because he's attacking him. I think Cotto can get outworked, like Trout did. Like Trout out hustled him.
Yeah.
And I think Gil could do the same. I don't really count the Sergio Martinez win, so I still think Cotto's too small even for 154. Never mind middleweight. So he's picked a smallish middleweight. I don't know. He might win. He probably will win, but it could backfire. You know, I'm fucking hedging my bets here, aren't I? I'm not picking anything. I just think he'll win, Cotto, but I've got a funny feeling he's going to stink the place out, and I think it'll be close. I can't see him stopping Gale. No way.
Oh, you don't think it's going to be a stoppage?
Nah, no chance.
Okay, interesting. Dan, are you still there on the line?
Hey man, I got Cotto in this fight pretty easily, just because, first of all, the weight stipulation worries me a little bit in regards to Gil being at 157 pounds, and if I recall correctly, he was around that weight, I think 2 to 3 weeks ago, which is never a good sign in my opinion. You should never be that close to your fight, to the fight limit of the fight that early. You know, I don't think it's healthy. And secondly, just regarding the style, I think Gale is he's a decent fighter, but as much as he does like to move around the ring, he does fight on the inside a lot. When he fought Barker, that fight, a lot of it took place on the inside, surprisingly. And I think that's where Cotto can do his best work. So I do see Cotto knocking him out pretty late. Not knocking him out, but stopping him. I got to see Cotto train a couple times, and he looks really good. But again, again, you're right, Ken. This is a fight that really doesn't do anything because it doesn't prove anything, and it's just a stepping stone to the fight that we all want to see in Canelo.
If that fight gets made with Canelo, do you see it being late this year or early next year?
It should be in September. You know, there's no reason why it shouldn't be. The fight would take place on June 6th, so both fighters would have a little bit over than 3 months to prepare for the fight. So I don't see why it should be dragged into early next year. Right?
Yep. Ari?
Unless, of course, Cotto cuts.
Cotto cuts what? Sorry, Dan, what did you say? That's, of course, if Cotto
doesn't sustain any injuries, and we all know how easily he cuts, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the fight is going to happen in September, man. Because obviously we're going to have that whole bullshit again like we had this year with Floyd, innit? Floyd's going to be fighting September 12th. So when's the fight going to happen?
September 12th?
Yeah, that's when Floyd's next fight, isn't it?
Yeah, but again, Canelo has that little machismo thing about him where he wants to take over his dates.
I just don't think that...
He wants to be the king.
Floyd won't be able to get as good a fight as Canelo Cotto.
I was just going to say the same thing. You see, the reason why in May, when they were having those discussions about Cotto versus Canelo, the reason why Canelo had to concede eventually was because it was Manny versus Floyd. But in September, what option would Floyd have to counter that?
Cotto.
So you
know, exactly. It'd be Cotto.
Do you think they're going to do... Alright, so what basically you're saying, they're going to go head-to-head then?
Yes.
Two pay-per-views on the same night?
Yes. I think Floyd might even be told to back off if he isn't...
No, but Ringside Rob said 2 pay-per-views in one night's not possible.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he might get told to back off by Heyman because it's about money. They ain't going to bust, if he can't find a good opponent for Floyd, why go head-to-head with something like that?
Floyd don't care. He's getting paid guaranteed $32 million. You're like, he don't care about whether it makes sense or not. His money's there.
Yeah, but if someone else, other people are involved, so
I think it's too close anyways. I think Cotto's gonna want to have a little break in it. You could tell after. I don't think Cotto's gonna go straight back into camp for the Canelo fight.
No, I see if Canelo Cotto happens this year, I see it being like November.
Yes.
Yeah, around November. Yeah.
When Pacquiao would be fighting, but he's got that injury, of course.
Exactly.
So
and so Freddie will be available to train him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Cotto's going to win. I think Cotto's going to light up Gil early as well. I think he might get rid of Gil quite quickly, man.
Oh, do you think so?
I think Gil's shot, man. I think Gil... Not only shot, I think Gil's shit as well.
Shot and shit.
Yeah, man. He went 12 rounds with that Jared Fletcher guy, man. And Billy Joe knocked him out in 2 rounds. And Jacobs beat him up as well. I don't think Gil's the same, man. I think he got this opportunity and he's just taking it with both hands. He accepted the catch weight, 157. I just think Gil's just going to be like Frankie Gavin was on the weekend.
Just happy to be there.
Yeah, just happy to be there. Another big payday in New York.
All right. Leon, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Cotto will get to him and stop him. Like, I'm going for like round 9 in the prediction league. But what does that mean? Because I'm in like 40th place. So you're fucking wrong. No, I just think that is Gil as good as a 40% Sergio Martinez, and I'd say no. So yeah, Cotto will beat him.
Nah, man, Gil's better than a 40% Sergio Martinez. Man.
Nah,
Come
he's
on.
not.
Yeah, he is, man. Come on.
Sergio Martinez with both his bad knees would still beat him.
No. No way.
It beat him in a wheelchair, mate.
No. That version of Martinez that Cotto fought, he loses to Gil.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that.
Absolutely. Come on, man. Even Darren Barker was giving Martinez a decent fight.
That's true.
Gil lost to Barker, and Barker's shit.
No, but again, I'm using triangle theories here, but all I'm trying to say is a 40% Martinez isn't beating anyone.
Nah, you're probably right, but...
You know, he'll probably lose to Glenn Tapia out of all people.
No one loses to Glenn Tapia ever again.
All right, Black Ski Mask Joe, you still on the line? You won't be because Joe can't keep quiet for that long. So, I think he's got issues. Ari, what's your thoughts on the fight?
I don't know. I really don't care for it. But I think Cotto will win decision. I don't think he'll knock him out. Gil's durable, and he's only been knocked out once by Golovkin, and everyone knows the punching power he's got. So I think Cotto will take an 8-4 decision. You know, Gil will try in there. You know, he's a worker. He's got a high engine, but he hasn't got power. So the fight itself might actually be quite good, actually. You know, style wise. So maybe I should get more hype for it. But no, I think Cotto. But you know, it's just I don't really like Cotto right now. You know what he's doing and stuff. So I don't really care for him. You know, it's just ridiculous, really. You know, we've talked about it before. You know, everything about how the middleweight shit. So whatever. Get this out of the way. Hopefully, Canelo next.
You guys gonna stay up for it? Because I ain't.
Yeah,
I might.
I'll stay.
It's a one fight card, so I'll stay up for it.
Nah, man, I ain't staying up for that shit, man.
Yeah, you are.
I'll watch it on Sunday.
I won't stay up for it. I must only wake up for it. I'll go to sleep around. No more match of the day, so I'll go to sleep quite early.
Oh, is it Saturday or Friday?
I'm sad.
Saturday night, Sunday morning, basically.
It starts at 10.
I'm gonna
start at 3:30 our time.
Oh, fuck that, man. I ain't staying up.
He hasn't even got an undercard.
No one's been announced. What is Rock Nation doing, man?
I don't know.
I heard a lot of celebrities are going to be there.
I could.
The reason there's no undercard is because they're paying Cotto ridiculous money. That's why.
Yeah, they're spending so much on Cotto.
Yeah, they can't put undercard together. Why are they giving this guy like $18 million and shit? The fuck?
Yeah.
For what?
I'm gonna get me some Nando's and just have a good night and just watch the fight.
All right, guys. We'll start wrapping it up now. It's a 3-hour show. Get some final thoughts of everyone. Hamada, you got any final thoughts for us?
Nah, actually don't. Nah, nothing today.
All right, thank you. Leon, any final thoughts?
Yeah. I was just wondering. I was listening to Lukey's podcast a couple of days back. Shout out to Lukey. But I was wondering if he watched the British card or watched women's boxing instead. Did you hear him say that? He's a joker. He'd rather watch women's boxing than British boxing.
What, Lukey said that?
Lukey said that, trolling on us Brits.
I'm disappointed in Lukey.
I'm disappointed.
He let me down, Lukey.
He missed a good card because he's probably watching two women fight in a car park somewhere.
Watching Heather Hardy.
Exactly.
You're also watching one of them Baywater bums, Bay Area bums, wherever they are.
Shout out to Heather Hardy for that miraculous performance.
All right, thank you, Leon. Lim,
no worries.
You got any final thoughts?
Yeah, I just want to say, talking about female fighters, shout out to the female boxers of the world for presenting us with that great fight. Shout out to Heather Hardy. You're an inspiration to me, so keep it up.
Thank you, Lim. Ari, you got any final thoughts?
Nah. You know, we had a good fight weekend. I was happy I did stay up at the Khan fight in the end. Well, I didn't really want to, but that first round definitely woke me up, you know. So
it's probably the best weekend of fights, isn't it? Really, all year.
Yeah, maybe. Not for everyone, you know. Some guys pretend to be hardcores, but they're really casuals and don't want to talk about British fights. But you know, I thought it was a great card, you know. And Khan fight was very entertaining. So what more could you really ask for in a weekend where we had 2 good days of boxing?
I agree. Thank you, Harry. My boy Chew, you jumped on late, but you were entertaining as hell, as always. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I knew Ray Beltran was on drugs.
The Ricky Burns. Do you think that should be a no contest now?
Yep,
Yeah, man,
definitely.
he nearly killed him.
Yep.
A normal man couldn't do that to Ricky.
Oh, Ricky. I was talking about Ayo.
That was like 2 years ago, man.
Yeah, man. Get over it.
Get over that shit, bro.
Never.
You fucking salty motherfucker. Ray Beltran is a family man.
So's Ricky.
He loves his family.
So does Ricky. What drugs was it?
Wasn't it crack?
Was it not the same stuff
Funny,
that
yeah,
Galahad got caught for?
Yeah, Stanazol, Winstrol. Yeah, it's the same one. I think he must have took it. He was struggling to make weight because you know he didn't even make the weight, did he?
No, he missed it. Yeah.
You know when people take them kind of drugs, I just think they've probably been using that for a long time, man, and just been getting away with it. Like he's probably used that for the last 3-4 fights. You never know. You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't know. I don't know too much about steroids and that stuff.
I think he's definitely been doing it for 2+ years.
Yeah. So he was doing it for the Ricky Burns fight, man.
No, I think it was just like 23 months. True.
Yeah, probably, bro. But you know,
he probably started taking it after it. It's like, shit, if I'm getting a draw for this fight, I need something to pep me up. I'm never going to win another fight again in my life.
Exactly.
There you go.
Jack Captain in the chat says shout out to Gradovich's hairline. Yeah, it's kind of looky boxing-esque.
And Kevin Mitchell's
RoboCop.
Oh. Kevin Mitchell's got a big old Tim Bradley head, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has got a big head.
Yeah.
Did you talk about the cut?
Yeah, well, the eye and the cut, yeah, we discussed it earlier.
It weren't that bad.
Chew, get off the mic, man.
No, that's not Chew, it's Dan. Dan, we're getting some wind noise from your mic.
It's always Dan.
Dan's like jogging during this show and shit.
I'm actually doing some homework.
Why are you breathing so heavy then?
Because I was contemplating, you know that thing where like you usually have your fingers or your wrist beneath your chin.
Yeah.
Like you're really thinking about things. I had my phone underneath my chin, so that's why I was breathing directly into it.
Yo, Cam.
Yes.
Did you not speak about Eric Hutchie and getting glassed?
We can't discuss that, man. Like,
what's wrong with you, bro?
Roos will shut down the show.
Roos will find you, mate.
You're fucking terrible. I didn't even see that.
Where is he tonight?
He's out.
He's out, man.
He's pouring one, man.
Oh, that's a shame.
He's lost.
Oh shit!
Hamada.
Let's wrap up the show, man.
You're terrible,
listen, man. Roos gives us bare shit.
No, he does. He does,
man. Is that his cousin? That's not Roos, man.
Yeah. If you're gonna attack someone for their cousins, then I'll be fucking hiding under the bed for about 2 months.
I think you lot forget what Roos says to me, you know.
Oh no, it's true actually. Yeah, no, fair play.
Yeah, but most of the time he's just trolling. You know, you got to take it with a pinch of salt, though, innit?
Yeah, I'm trolling as well.
Okay. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Thanks to all yous that jumped on the line. Thanks to the people in the chat. Thanks to anyone that downloads and listens. We'll be back next week. Thank you.
You just listened to the Boxing Coalition.
Oh, dude, man, I love boxing. I fucking love boxing.
A big shout out to the Boxing Coalition.
You're a newbie.
No, I ain't new, man.
If my fucking next door neighbour became the #1 flyweight in the world, you know what I'd do? I'd fucking walk past the cunt.
Derek, how you doing, bro?
I was physically banging, blood.
I disagree.
First time I hear the song, man, it was fucking badass.
Vamos a Argentina, la concha de su madre.
I see the bomb in them.
I get home and she's like, what the fuck? Me and the kid are here. Why don't you get home and talk to us? I'm like, man, you guys don't know shit about boxing.
Kell, how does it feel to be the new IBF champion?
Feels great.
Did we really dive into the black hole right off the jump?
I think he's hiding glass.
Just to play devil's advocate.
You want 1 portion of crow or 2 portions of crow?
Give me 2 portions with a supersized fries and a large drink, please.
I can't stand him, what? I'm Scottish.
Fringe side?
But you won't rush Anthony fucking fat ass Joshua, would you?
He's not fat.
How about you
tell us what you weigh for your final thoughts?
My weight?
Thank you for listening to the Boxing Coalition. We are live every Monday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. UK time, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern.